Hello, welcome to podcast number 6. Today we are introducing Logos, another character to show that the show is slowly dying. I'm just kidding. That's not. We're actually progressing. We're doing very well.
I'm here to end the show.
Oh no, the show killer. Our main man Brian consistently coming back.
Yes, I'm here again.
We forgot to change out the batteries from his center console. That's why he's running low today, because he doesn't have enough batteries in him.
Huh? You're tired?
Yeah.
No, he's just a robot.
Yeah, I'm a robot. I have to go change out my rechargeable batteries in the back.
He's like a Tesla, the first human Tesla.
The first human Tesla. He actually has Neuralink plugged in right now. So the ritual I wanted to start doing, I've been doing with other podcasts, is having a small cup with lemon, water, and honey to allow for our voices to sound smoother. The whole point is like to let it sit in the back of your throat. Your eyes twitching. Oh my god.
That's just nasty. That just smells horrid, dude.
Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead.
So you let it sit in the back of your throat. So
Just
you
for a little
basically
bit.
swallowed it.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
that's
There's
hug
no
it,
way.
right?
I don't even do that with. I've never done that before in my
You've
life.
never swallowed food.
So yeah, I don't hold it in the back of my throat. What the fuck? Okay, so let it sit in the back of my throat.
Just like to let it like, sit
Sorry.
back there. You know the same way that when you have canker sores, you have salt water. It's like a little like.
I've never done that before. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what that is either.
See, thank you.
You
Boom.
maybe want to calm down on the cussing. You know how many edits I have to do that?
I just have to make sure he's actually doing his job.
Yeah.
I'm the moderator. We have Sleepy Biden and Trump trying to interrupt.
Oh, the hair sniffer and the guy who's a little more voice. How do you say that? Fucking. All right. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna try to calm down. Whoa, look at that blue. That'd be cool.
All right, so just go ahead and.
You check, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow his example. You can even do the whole thing. You swallowed it. You didn't sit in the back of your throat.
The first one I did. The second one was just
That
like.
doesn't even work.
Do it. If you throw up,
Okay, this
it's
one
okay.
was stronger.
This is
one
this
was-
is an initiation, right?
No,
Okay.
it's not.
Going in.
No, this is nothing
That's
like
what
that.
you told me.
That's no. It's not that bad. Stop being dramatic.
Okay,
No, I'm trying to let it sit in the back of my throat.
for me at least, the last bit had like honey.
It's because it's all settled.
So again, the concoction is made as lime and honey and water in order to let your throat like to smooth down.
So where did you get that recipe from?
My mom. No, it's actually like something that I
This is what
did a
your
little
mom
research
gives you
on.
when you got a bad stomach. First of all, I'm not dumb.
No, my mom gives me onion tea, which honestly is not that bad. It's not that bad. I recommend it.
When you douse it with honey, yeah. It's
Honey tea?
good.
Yeah.
My mom does the same concoction: honey, lemon.
Sorry.
Concoction.
Concoction.
You get the fuck. You get the point. You get the point. Okay.
Sorry.
So my mom does the same mix where she does honey, lemon, right? Tea, and then she does Vaporu, cold rub. She throws it in there. She mixes it and we drink it.
What? I didn't even realize you said that.
He said Vaporu.
Vaporu, cold rub.
It's Vaporu salt or sugar that they put on your entire body, and it's supposed to cure everything. For me, it was cuts, stomach aches,
Cuts?
and my asthma at one point. No, so at the very beginning
No,
of like when my asthma started developing, my mom was like, "Mijo, you're fine. It's okay. Just Vaporu con azúcar, just Vaporu and sugar." Turns out I had asthma.
Wait.
And
Okay, so the cold rub and sugar. What did you do with it?
she put it on my chest because I had asthma, and she saw that I had like difficulties breathing. And then we went to the doctor, and she was like, "This isn't working. This is."
Mission fucking failed. Sorry, mission failed.
Mission failed. Next one.
We're gonna
No,
next
'cause-
time with cold rub again. Huh?
What does it even do? I never understood Rapiru.
It's a cold reliever when you have like
like,
congestion in
kinda
the
opens up
nose
your-
and in the throat. Yeah, it opens it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, for example.
This is
Angela
not
started-
sponsored by Vaporu. We consistently have to bring up that we are not sponsored by any product.
Why not, dude? This is an opportunity, dude.
No. If
We
you
are
want to
s-
sponsor us, we're more than open to
We're
it.
sponsored by Purified Drinking Water.
We are not sponsored by
We're not
that.
sponsored by that either. Okay, fine.
We're sponsored by electric collars for your dog.
Yeah. Start shocking the hell out of your dog. Okay, so have you seen the sticks? The sticks of cold rub? You ever seen that before?
I'm not, no.
What? So they sold.
Okay, no. At this point, you're like on the black market. You're finding like
No,
the high intensity
no,
stuff.
No, hold on. So this is what it's supposed to like stimulate. So it's like cold rub. So originally they sell the same thing, the Vaporub, the cold rub, in little long sticks. They look like little mini dildos, right? And then you take the cap off, and it has 3 holes on top. You're supposed to insert it in your nose and just sniff.
Oh yeah. Okay,
that
I've
meth?
actually seen
And
those.
so it's not meth.
It's not
Could
meth.
quite possibly be a substitute for meth.
No,
but-
wait. So
Right.
actually, medicines are kind of the same. Again, we're not necessarily categorizing as meth, which has its own awful attributions.
So you,
But in the medical field, when you have certain obvious drugs that are consistently used at a proportioned level,
Yeah.
and that's why sometimes you have people who abuse it. But go on.
But yeah.
so you use it kind of like how you use like allergy medicine, like
Yeah,
those
kind
spray
of like
ones?
but basically but that thing for inserts things like it's what do you call it, an air
Nasal spray.
whatever, yeah.
The-
But this one you inhale, just a big breath and that's it. But
Okay,
they started selling.
now I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
It's-
they started
yeah.
selling aroma, the different scented ones that kind of have the same effect of cold rub. So, but when you inhale it, they experiment. Let's say experiment.
That sounds like
berries.
the oil ones, like the humidifiers.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you put the little dab of oil in it, and then
Yeah.
like, disperse.
No, yeah, I've seen
It kind
that.
of sounds like that.
But this one's like just in
In
your
your
nose, yeah. But it's just directly, and I just don't think that's good for you. But
what
it
makes you think
definitely
that?
opens up. I don't think it's good. I just don't think that anything that's there's a lot of man-made things that just don't belong in your body. Me personally, thinking.
That's a fair enough point. But I will play devil's advocate if you were to make a statement like that. Just
What's
because
like, to what extent?
Okay, so we consistently believe that what people make in general is not good for humans at all. But there's enough study and research to show on a statistical level and like on meta-analysis papers where it's not as bad as perceived. So GMOs, for example, like genetically modified organisms, like food that's used like that, they've made it, they've structuralized it biologically so that, I keep hitting the mics, so that it doesn't affect the human body as much as people may think. But it's like the same way that, okay, I'm not saying consume arsenic, but when you consume like a very micro amount of arsenic, it doesn't kill you. Arsenic is a very potent and dangerous chemical that can kill you, but when taken in large amounts, potentially, yes, it will kill you.
I mean, you can say that about a lot.
Everything.
Everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Everything.
So, with that being said, there are benefits to a lot of what's out there. So GMOs being one, the only downside is the obvious, causes of cancer, mental like illnesses, but they're very minor and they show up in very small cases. Again, there's no specifics, but things aren't as bad as they seem. It's just proportionate.
So, what about other countries who ban GMO completely off their shelves?
No idea why they would do that.
Well, and they talk about how well. See, this is a bias. There is a bias in science, and I think that 100% there's a bias in science. No, there's a basis for science worldwide, but there's also a bias, meaning if other countries and a lot of countries ban GMO, and other countries, it's legal for other countries, but they have to label GMO. In our country, it's not banned, but it's also not labeled.
There are some that are labeled, but the ones that are
yeah.
consistently are labeled are the ones that claim that are not GMOs. However, the sheer benefits of having genetically modified food or organisms, however, is that they can feed a vast amount of people in addition to being able to grow that product in very harsh conditions. So take, for instance, corn in a very dry area, or corn where they have a lot of locusts in some places in Africa, because locusts are very destructive to these crops that people are trying to sustain their lives off.
Okay.
So it's like economics, right? Supply and demand. It's what you're willing to trade off.
But okay, I see what you mean. I really can't go forward with this.
Yeah.
Oh, in respects to like I've heard that I've seen a lot of studies. I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of little studies here and there where they fed GMO to generations of rats, and the thing is, long-term wise, right now, for a couple generations, you don't see anything. But after the 5th or 6th generation, quote unquote, the rats start to develop tumors. Like this,
that's interesting.
yeah, no, like tumors, like ridiculous amount of tumors, and then the later generations are affected by it. So you're talking about, what's the point of prolonging human life, or it's to help the world cause world hunger, right? It is combating world hunger to an extent, right? But it's also going to affect the later generations. And the thing is, like, and if you won't take that into account, then everything else is out the window when it comes to studies.
I think it's true. I think it's an aspect of like ethics in comparison to an actual solution. So it's like, should we do it? in comparison to no, it's could we do it in comparison to should we do it?
Right.
Because in the long term, it's not very beneficial.
It's like I think that it's a good thing to explore that area, but I also think that maybe they could look at other people who've come up with ways to grow gardens. Like, you ever seen that where they build greenhouses, but they grow gardens on top of each other? You could build a tower and growing gardens on top of each other.
There's a place like that in I think it was a place in Africa where they had a 7-story foot building dedicated to just plants.
Right.
It was cool.
They use like the lights, right?
Yeah, and I'm not even sure. I don't know though. I saw a couple articles about it, but I never looked into it. I don't read the whole thing. I skim. I won't lie.
Yeah, I think that's like something that's that we're prone to. It's because our attention span is pretty limited, but being able to like receive a lot of information, get the general idea of it is pretty solid when you want to have like discussions like this.
But those buildings that have like those stories and they like stack plants on top of each other and they put lights in between them, those grow the plants really fast. It's like, no kidding. It's like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous how fast.
I think it's called. Do you think GMOs are implemented in some manner,
or maybe chemicals that help the growth, but it's in a controlled environment. So it is controlled. It's not like it's open to like. That's why it's an indoor greenhouse, and then they got like natural. They need insects to run around, whatever. But they can't have specific insects there, so it is controlled. But I remember seeing something like that, but it was a long time ago. But I'm like, they're willing to explore GMO. It's good to have that, but also in the back burner. But right now it's helping, right? But it's good to open doors to like other things. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. I
think the discussion of Neuralink was an interesting topic because it seems very unethical to put a piece of technology straight into your brain. However, there are some very beneficial. There are a lot of benefits from something like having Neuralink or to have GMOs. I think we're at the very beginning stages of science like this, and it's very looked down upon because of the health hazards that come with it. Just like we stopped looking into nuclear power as a source of energy because you had incidences in Russia and in Japan where the nuclear reactors blew up.
They're actually pretty
reliable. They're really reliable. They're really good. And the only other issue is the waste. We have Yucca Mountain here in Nevada where they would throw nuclear waste in there. So again, it's like we're in the very beginning stages of these sciences, but it's so cool living in this area because we're told what I've seen, what I've read is we were too late to be born to discover the world, and we're too early to be born to discover the universe.
Yeah.
And right now we're like at a stalemate discovering sciences, and it's very interesting because you hear like certain articles coming out. You have companies like CRISPR. I can only think of CRISPR off the head. Oh, CRISPR, Tesla, not Nikola, but like CRISPR, Tesla, and CRISPR is interesting just because they take the DNA of your dead dog, and they completely clone it to have the same mentality, same characteristics as a dog that's died. So we're at the very beginning stages of a lot of stuff.
Excuse me, I've never heard of that.
They did it to a sheep.
Mm-hmm.
So I did hear. Okay, I know I've heard, right? But that's it. Like I haven't seen video evidence. I haven't seen like complete articles about like boom boom we cloned.
We cloned a dog.
Yeah, but it's just to hear that. Like imagine they do that with humans later, and then again comes the whole thing, right? Because the thing is like some people die way too young.
They do.
And it sucks. And then sometimes I feel for them, but I'm like, when they die, shouldn't they just be better off, dead? That quote unquote.
Again,
but
that's the aspects of ethics.
Yeah.
And that's where ethics and science starts, like,
right.
Because when you start testing on rats and mouses, it's like these rats are dying, but they're benefiting a lot of humans. It's like animal testing. Animal testing is like controversial and it's a very touchy subject, but I believe that I don't think an animal's life is that to the equivalence of a human.
Yeah,
I would choose human every time because humans to me are more valuable.
We have advanced technically, but we're already developing stem cell technology. So sooner or later, we're going to be growing our own organs, our own little animals like that are not captured from the wild or whatever. So people are going to be against that. I think that the animals have advanced us. It's helped advance us. The study when we tested on these animals, it's furthered us to a ridiculous degree. Now, will it stop anytime soon? Maybe, because the stem cell technology it's pretty advanced now, and it's only going to get more advanced. They're already reproducing organs. Sooner or later they're going to make like functional ones. I don't know if there's any functional ones right now, but
No, there are. They've
There are
3D.
already?
Somebody has 3D printed
yeah,
a heart.
right. I've heard that.
They've 3D
But I don't
printed
know.
a heart.
Did they
to-
already
like,
donate it?
They've put it inside somebody.
What?
And the valves and the aortas and the veins that are attached to it function properly. Now the question is this person going to live? It's brand new, so they're still testing.
But the person who needed a heart in the first place volunteered, and so they'll be like, you know what? If it helps you live longer versus dying, who's not gonna want to do that? You know?
It's a very appealing and it's very affordable. That's the thing.
Affordable. That's the fucking
That's number
word.
one.
Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna wave my hand in the air so you can want to cut it.
I think in order to bring, more healthier options to people, or to be able to give people a better health condition, is being able to make things more affordable. So that's where innovation starts coming in. Some things like 3D printing, stem cell research, and just science innovations. Had I grown up and done a whole lot better in school, I would have tried to be like some sort of biological scientist. That would have been so cool.
I think
technological. Biology technologies.
Yeah. So there's genetic engineering, bioengineering, like everything. But I think like even genetic engineering is like something they're barely touching. They're barely scraping the surface of is genetic engineering. And this whole Neuralink, the thing you talked about,
with Elon Musk.
Yeah, it's interesting because the thing is like, what are those people with learning disabilities out there? They're not gonna want to stay dysfunctional when it comes to particular subjects. Like, what if you can just insert a Neuralink and they can just straight up just be programmed to do
anything,
bomb as hell. Yeah, anything.
Amount. And that's the beauty behind Neuralink. And it's
like the Matrix, bro.
It's the ethics
like
side.
Download the Compu style. I mean, I'm gonna whoop this guy's ass. You know.
I'm a boss to move.
Yeah.
Just learn how to Greco wrestling style, freestyle wrestling, and then you can just learn boxing. Just have it all uploaded to your brain and just learn to fight.
Yeah, it's like, yo, I'm about to get into a fight with some gang, just like me versus like 20 people. Download this program right now. It's going down.
Oh yeah, just download all the Bruce Lee films.
Does it also? That'd be cool if it also like did the like just increase your just I forgot the word for it.
To be able to do that exactly, being able to
use your brain activity, your brain cell activity, yeah.
Be able to raise your processing
to further move this conversation forward.
No, your reaction time.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, yeah. You kidding me? Reflexes. It's all about that. Oh man.
There's a funny video of Elon Musk. So he was on a podcast with Joe Rogan.
Okay.
And his eyes were moving left and right, looking as though he was looking at a screen through his eyes. And people were like joking, "Oh, he already has Neuralink set up."
That's funny. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. He's already 20 minutes into the fucking podcast. Excuse me. He's already 20 minutes into the podcast, and Joe Rogan's catching up early. That's what the Neuralink does to you. That's what the Neuralink has to offer. You're 20 minutes into the future. Literally, your reactions are that fast. You can predict the person. Because, I mean, isn't that one thing to be able to predict the person? Like, it's almost like AI. Like, AIs can do that. And AI can predict what's next, or, what the conversation can lead, and it can prepare you for a better answer kind of deal.
Yeah.
That is kind of scary, because the human body can do that.
Yeah, because the idea of technology is able to process every single probability and execute which probability is most likely to happen. So, if you're to pull if you're to put 99 white marbles within a bag and then put a black one, that AI processing speed will be able to give you the chances of you being able to pull out the black marble. And so the only issue I'm seeing is if we function as robots, we will not be taking any more risks, because we would be limited in weighing the options, which is why we wouldn't have as many artists, which is why we wouldn't have as many entrepreneurs, and which is why we wouldn't even be having this podcast, because we weigh those risks every day.
So what you're saying is you see it as failure for the most part, because it's a big risk.
It is a risk. It's just like opening a restaurant.
No, this isn't okay. Technically, in the world we live in, it's a competitive market. Yeah, space. Yeah, for anything. So now, when you're doing this podcast, you open more doors than anything. Quite possibly. I can see what you mean it's a risk, because it could be a waste of time, but if it's a passion, it's never a waste of time. But whether you're investing your passion as a career or as a financial opportunity, then there's a huge risk there. Versus just doing the passion as a hobby and then hopefully like doors opening. Like, there's a difference, right?
Yeah, of course.
But the right person, if you have the entrepreneur mentality, you obviously wouldn't be investing your passion as just a hobby. You'd be investing it as a financial, movement.
So this is how I view it. the reason I started the podcast, I've been told by people in the past, hey, you should start a podcast, you should start a YouTube channel. And so I did, and I took it into interpretation. It was a whole year later when I actually started doing it. The reason that I find it very appealing is this idea of being able to give information, being able to just have a normal conversation with friends, or people think we're brothers, so family. We're not actually brothers.
Brian Millan.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Let me married someone.
And so,
Just saying.
hands off, buddy.
Oh, Chico chose his sister. You misogynist? Hmm?
What? No.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
what
listen,
the
man. Whatever, dude. Oh, I'm
I
kidding.
I wouldn't respect you.
He wants to respect you.
I'm not interested.
No, he says
It's
he
not
wants to
like-
respect you. In other words, you haven't earned his respect yet. So, yeah.
No, I
If this
said, I
podcast
said I
furthers-
wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't respect them if you were to do something like that. You sound like JFK for a second there.
How?
I don't know. You're just like, listen here, listen here. It's all okay.
You have nothing to worry about.
You have nothing to worry about, buddy.
We're an exposed to secret societies. Okay,
Alright, now
he
let me
didn't say
get
that
in my
before.
car.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Wait, what did you say?
I said, now let me get in my car. I gotta do a rap.
Wow, this.
I can't.
Sorry.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah, me either.
I'm trying so hard not to cuss. Like it's so hard, bro.
It's a discipline.
It's a mental discipline. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so the way I see it,
he's
right?
Wait, hold up. Before we change subjects, the reason I wanted to start the podcast is I see a lot of opportunities of exposure
Right.
with what I want, with what I'm legitimately passionate about, which is starting businesses, starting certain projects in order to better myself and my family in the future, which is why I take the risks. It's the equivalency of the way that I invest, because when you invest into a podcast or into a company of sorts, over time it starts returning, because there's a simple phrase of what you put in is what you receive. And so I'm a heavy advocate for that, which is why I go on to do things every day.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's super fair. But it's just like shooting your shot anywhere, right? It's just like shooting your shot anywhere. It's literally the same thing. And then it's kind of like just like if anytime you step out of your house, you create an opportunity for yourself. Because if you sit inside your house and you're kind of just waiting for someone to create an opportunity for you, or you're kind of hoping for an opportunity, then it's really not opening doors. But as soon as you step outside, there's just an infinite amount of doors. It's just everything. This doing the podcast is no different. You create an infinite amount of opportunities. And quite possibly in the future, you're gonna have you probably have Joe Rogan on your podcast one day. Just not in this room. He has standards. I mean, if you walk into this room, he's walking out, dude. You know?
No, at that point he's gonna be in a wheelchair because he's gonna be a bit older.
No, because he's gonna have the neural link. He's
Oh,
gonna
he's gonna
afford
have
the neural
Neuralink.
link. Yeah, and he's gonna walk his happy ass in here. So
He's gonna have robotic legs.
But Joe Rogan is pretty strong.
Oh
He
yeah,
works
no,
out.
he's probably he's healthy. He's extremely healthy.
Have you guys seen videos of his kicks?
His
yeah,
kicks are the
hurts.
sound of thunder.
Oh yeah, that punching bag. I feel bad for that.
he takes his legs to a gunfight.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
His shins, absolutely destructive.
Okay, well I never looked at it like that, but
No, he makes his shins bloody because he kicks the bag so much.
what?
And he put a caption, "Oh, look at my little bitch shins." Oh no!
Damn. See,
He said something like that.
I guess we have a lot in common. I get my fingers bloody when I play Call of Duty. Just saying.
I've actually
It's a lot
gotten
of passion.
you still get carried?
It hurts. Oh, yes, I get carried. I'm not good at Call of Duty. But what'd you say?
I was just agreeing.
No, you were saying something else. You were gonna say something. I think. I'm
Oh,
interested
so going back to the idea of taking opportunities, there's two different types of risks.
in.
There's the risk of getting into a car and driving because you could, people die from car accidents every single day. It's very sad. But that's not going to stop you from wanting to drive a car, because there's a lot of benefits from being able to learn how to drive a car. Over time you start getting muscle memory, and over time you start learning more about it. The other type of risk that, not necessarily people take, but the other danger is jumping in front of a bus or putting your hand on the stove. Those two types of dangers are fairly different. One is simply a risk of opportunity, and the other is risk of death. And so when you're able to differentiate the two is when you can start pouncing on more opportunities,
Right.
like investing, like taking the time to learn about credit cards, or the time to learn about the YouTube algorithm, or to leave a like and subscribe.
That was cute.
Plug.
That was cute. Don't do it. Nah, this guy's just conditioning you. That's messed up. I was agreeing with you up until now.
Up until then, I'm just gonna start making very subliminal messages.
Just leave a thumbs up, just randomly. Just
like-
Photoshop it, but you don't make it very, very like see.
It's very translucent.
Yeah,
so you can
yeah,
barely see it.
exactly.
Let's just start tapping Morse code.
Subscribe.
You're doing that based off a syllable.
Yeah, I don't know Morse code. Okay.
Alright, ready?
Okay. Wait, do you know Morse code?
Yeah, watch. I'm about to do the entirety of what's his name? What is his name?
Oh.
Shakespeare's play. Listen. That's it. It's the
That's
entirety.
you
Of,
hitting the like button.
yeah.
And subscribing.
Or that's him dying. Shakespeare, his
Oh.
last word.
Shakespeare's last word. Last
Yeah,
last
just-
breath.
Is that his last breath in Morse code?
I think that's actually A.
Wow. When you started talking about jumping in front of a bus, I'm like,
No. Don't do it.
huh?
Don't do it, please.
I'm like, that does sound good.
No.
like,
No,
like
please.
get an adrenaline rush off of it, you know?
No.
Yeah. So if I pass away from jumping in front of a bus, we all know why.
You took a risk. I respect that. I'm just kidding. No,
No,
don't do that.
it wasn't a risk. That was a success. At that point, you don't know. That's a risk to you, but that's a whole success to me.
That whole idea is just so sad. Please don't do it.
I'm not gonna do it. Not yet.
Stop.
Unless you give me a reason to, you know.
I'll give you. Okay, you know what's even? Well, you know what's even harder?
Oh.
Finding a reason to live. Boom. End of podcast. All right.
Finding a reason to live. There's a bunch of reasons to live.
There's an excessive amount, and if you're not living for yourself, you have to live for other people. If it's too hard to live for yourself.
I see what you mean. Yeah,
Because
and
when-
a lot of the times it ends up being that way. Yeah, a lot of people who wanted to end their lives, who've tried, and then they find out that they just feel good giving away or just investing their time in others, and
Finding some legitimate
they're
like passion behind it,
yeah,
and
and they can be a service to the people of the world. Like they find out that's their actual passion versus trying to seek,
quick buck, quick money.
or find their own happiness. When when people don't know, when people don't have a path or a direction, it's kind of an intense. It is when people can't find a path or a direction in life, it is an intense spot to be in because you'll have the right people in your life telling you how to make something happen for yourself, how to open opportunity. But the thing is, it's you who needs to want it at the end of the day. But I've always said this, that if you can't find a path or a direction in life, then just ride someone else's wave. Analogy, right? So ride someone else's wave and just ride it for now. And the thing is, when you ride someone else's wave, it's kind of like it's also another analogy is you'll ride the wave a little higher and it'll open your perspective, it'll open your horizons, and then maybe sooner or later you'll see another wave you want to ride it and you're like, deuces, I'm off this one. Little Hawaiian analogy. I made that up. That
Oh,
was on
nice.
me. Yeah.
Are you from Hawaii?
No, I was going to say a Hawaiian word, but I couldn't think of anything. No, I'm not from Hawaii. But yeah, I'm like, ride someone else's wave, and if you got no path or direction, ride someone else's wave, and just follow in someone's footsteps for a little, someone who's kind of going in the same direction you are. And there's a lot of people who are doing the same thing you want to do, or kind of people who are just doing anything with their lives. Just be in their footsteps for a little.
I think
follow
a
their
massive
footsteps.
resource people are able to use nowadays is surely just the internet, YouTube videos. That's how I got started with a lot of my growth in the financial sector. Is simply because of 3 simple YouTubers: me, Kevin, Stephen Graham, and financial education. Those 3 people are definitely 3 people that have impacted me on the financial. Oh, and Andre Jick. He's a funny individual. His videos are good, but
They're pretty good. They're original.
the original.
'Cause
They're
he's
all.
doing like magic and investing.
He's a financial magic wizard man.
Huh? Financial magic wizard man?
He knows how to do magic tricks, and he introduces that into economics and in finance.
He makes it fun to watch.
Oh, I want to watch him now.
Their videos are
So
exceptional.
he makes it entertaining, but yeah, he's original. I guess more original. Yeah, that's cool.
And they're not that long either.
They're 10 to 13 minutes, which is like perfect spot for attention retention.
And
10 to
the
13.
YouTube money.
Yo, you need to hit that 10-minute mark nowadays
Yeah.
to get that YouTube money. Yeah.
Unless you make yours 2 hours.
Holy mama! But I mean, if it's juicy, why not?
I think there's a lot of opportunities with something like YouTube and in the social media sector, because the same way that we had TV and newspapers be the, oh my god, this is gonna be big. Now it's obviously the internet. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But being able to hop onto the internet trend and being able to use that as a legitimate marketing source and to use that as a legitimate source of income, there's a lot of opportunities out there. And what's interesting about the internet is simply the fact that it's opening these opportunities for individuals. The only thing I'm starting to see, like the benefits against the cons, is there's going to be a massive financial wealth disparity, a wealth gap, because people who don't have technology aren't going to be able to progress as aggressively as somebody who may be born into technology.
But then again,
There are
it's all about building a community, and not like those people who want to hit the 50 seconds of fame versus the people who just keep posting constantly and then slowly build a community that supports them from the start. And then that's the strongest community. If you hit 50 seconds of fame, and you get 1 million followers the next night, and you're not as consistent as someone who's posting original content, who's slowly building a community, you're not going to be successful. Those people are going to eventually fall off, or they're eventually going to drag by, which happens to a lot of people on TikTok.
And I thought about I personally don't like TikTok, and the whole reason is because it's connected to China. That's the only reason.
That's it.
Well, that and also the idea of like 50 minutes of fame, 15 seconds of fame. I like the idea of being able to start originally, gradually grow up, instead of going out of your way to entertain at the expense of your own character and persona. I would never jeopardize my own character in order to make a quick laugh, unless we're at work or we're in person. It's like, ha ha ha, I'm funny.
Right. But this is the thing. I thought the same thing. But, okay, well, but that's a whole China thing. I can't debate that. But, because it is a personal opinion, but I can't sway you from that because I don't know anything about it. I just know the data is being
but I think TikTok is a very strong platform in order to advertise.
But the U.S. bought it already. You know that, right? It is owned by a U.S. company now. TikTok.
It's
in a transition of possibly being bought by an American company, yeah.
I think it was bought by Oracle. I haven't done enough research on it lately.
Mm-hmm.
But, so originally when it wasn't bought, it was basically owned by a company called ByteDance, who was allegedly connected with the Chinese military.
Right.
And what made it a little dangerous, Trump said something about national security, is simply because they were taking people's information. And a lot of the people on there are children. And so they would take the information of these kids, and the thing that was kind of brought to my attention was this idea of who are these kids going to become in the future. And these individuals of the opposing side have this information already.
Right, okay.
Which is kind of dangerous because they can be having the information of the next president. They can be having information of somebody who's working themselves up in the financial sector to work with very high credit card bureau or the federal bureau investigator, like FBI. So it's this information is very sensitive. And so this idea of information breach is dangerous in general, and that's why there's a security breach internationally.
I can see that, but I mean, at the end of the day, if it is brought up by Oracle or whatever, it is also I still think it's an open door.
Definitely
for anyone
is.
Without a future who doesn't want to be in a bird, who doesn't want to be the president or the next big thing. No, but I get that though.
But I think there's a lot of potential with TikTok. If I could, I would use TikTok. It just doesn't align with my own morals. And again, I'm not here to judge. Brian, if you want to start doing TikTok dances for the podcast in the future.
No.
you know?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I guess I won't ask anymore.
So, again, I'm not here to judge anybody. Those are just my own morals, and I hope people are able to respect that.
Well, I mean, you can't hope for that. You just know that.
Put it out there, and
no,
hope
it's
that people
cool. It's
understand.
fair for sure. And I've always thought that. I'm like you've said that. When you do things and if people don't respect it, then it's a personal issue at that.
It is, and I just hope that
as long as you're not like a verbal obstacle or an obstacle, or you're putting it out there, but you're not being too aggressive, then people just if it becomes an issue for someone, then it's just a personal problem. Like you just have to deal with it a little better than just being too vocal about the other person's opinion. Like why are you going to be vocal about someone else's opinion? You can talk to them to debate it or change their mind, but you can't be aggressive. Like what does that change anything?
I don't think a lot of where real solutions come from is arguing or to say, "Ooh, I got you. Ooh, you're dumb.
Right.
Ooh, you. Ooh." Right?
Oh no, yeah. I feel like that was kind of a personal attack. Kind of thought you really were calling him dumb.
My bad.
And so, I don't think that's where real solutions come from. Which is why sometimes I have a tendency to de-escalate very hypertension situations, and I sometimes have a habit of doing that pretty well at the expense of,
your time, first of all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not perfect. I do sometimes find myself in a situation where I kind of escalate things, but I definitely try my best not to.
So this can't help it. It's not this in a moment. It's kind of just like, and even if you've been through it before, it's nothing new. If you escalate situations, it's just in a moment, and then you kind of just step back and just like clear your head, and obviously you approach it better next time, or approach things a little more consciously next time.
And I think that's the best way to treat things as a human, is that we're consistently making mistakes. As long as you're able to refine and assess the situation that you were in order to prevent or avoid that problem in the future.
Right. You hit everything. Your water bottle, the microphones, the mic sets.
Oh.
Next time it's going to be you. I know. We said that to each other.
What about Mike Tyson's face?
Holy. If it gets that far, I'm probably not going to walk out. I'm probably going to be dead here.
This is going to be your jump in front of the bus.
No! I didn't want this risk. I know what the bus has to entail, but you, I don't know what you can do with my body. Yeah, but like one thing, I feel like when it comes to like doing making mistakes or whatever, and kind of redefining your next move, or kind of redefining the next moment, it's like I used to make mistakes, right? Like I used to make mistakes. I'm Mr. Perfect. Hello.
I used to make mistakes, but now I used to make mistakes, but now I use Mr. Clean.
You can be like me.
Be like me. I use OxyClean. Let's get after it.
Clean your mistakes, aka when you kill someone. Just add murder music. or some. Okay, I'm kidding.
What is burner music?
Huh?
What is burner music?
Oh.
You had no idea. You just agreed.
I'm just like, okay.
Sheep. We found him.
Yeah, I know, right? He's trying to play it off too. He's looking a little
I
nervous.
don't know what that was either.
Oh, do you guys know Cord and John?
Huh?
Cord and John's pretty cool, huh?
No.
What's that?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that
Good.
is.
Okay, good. Because it was a test. Cord and John is a non-existent person. I was just trying to see if you guys like, oh yeah, Cord and John's cool, yeah.
Damn, I hate people like that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Oh my! And when I catch them on it, I blow them the hell up, bro.
Why don't you blow me up?
Ooh.
Too
Next
slow.
was test.
Too slow. Too slow. Gotta be faster. Got you. You're dumb.
Error.
Oh, gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be Neuralink a boop. You wanna try me again? I'm gonna drink some water. Oh. That was
I would have done that to mine, but I dropped my bottle cap.
I saw you drop it. You didn't pick it up yet.
I was unfazed by it. I was like, oh, there it goes.
It's when you finish it. No, but yeah, I was talking about like kind of like mistakes. Like people make mistakes.
Hold up, wait, before you start, sorry.
What's up?
I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna put the water bottle right here.
Wow, you are big. No, what are the benefits from this?
I'm wearing khaki shorts.
So when you get up at the end of the podcast, he pissed himself.
Boy, pee-pee boy.
No, I'm smart. I swear.
Just because you pissed yourself doesn't mean you're not smart. Let's take for example. I was
It's
going to say
'cause I
someone's name,
need
but I'm not going to go there. No, not you. I'm talking about. I had someone in my head. It just sounds. Nah, I'm not trying to go there.
I need to
No,
3D
no.
print some new kidneys.
Whoever he's talking about, you know who you are.
You've been called out.
He's kind of dead, but that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, exactly. That's why I didn't say it. Okay, I'm not going there.
Were you talking about Wiz Khalifa? No. What was his name?
Huh?
There's a guy who'd wet the bed sheets. What's his name?
Was he famous?
He was. Michael Moore brought him up in a rap.
And he talked about that.
He smells like.
Wow.
No. I forgot how the song went, but he said somebody.
If this is gonna get copyrighted, you literally just said his
Oh.
lyrics.
Dang.
That wasn't even it at all. Stop it. We're gonna get demonetized.
I don't even remember the lyrics. I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Man, but I got 50 cents in my pocket. I don't remember how it
We're
goes.
gonna get demonetized.
No, but you would have to. Okay, YouTube is really weird with that. Yeah, actually, someone was whistling the Halo theme. They got demonetized.
No way.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that like a year ago.
Demonetized or copyright strike?
Actually,
There's a severe difference because
There is,
demonetized is
right.
left up to YouTube to decide.
sorry, copyright. Probably copyright. Not demonetized.
But isn't the
I'm
whole
tripping.
idea of making a parody something that's
You would think, but
it just feels like they're consistently changing what it's not working.
no, it's on me.
What is that, a rooster? I didn't realize I had a rooster.
It's a dog who's in pain. He can sound like anything he wants to. Okay, you sound like a parrot.
Gargoyle. Oh.
Gargoyle.
It sounded like a dolphin.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. You can make those sounds when you cuss, just like SpongeBob.
oh, you mother.
You. Anyways, going back to what you're saying, which I actually have no idea what it is.
I forgot what I was saying. Wait. Oh no, you were talking about YouTube.
Yeah.
They're always changing up their
They're always changing up the idea.
The bullish.
The legal parameters of what is allowed and what isn't, and
they haven't. It's hard to draw a line on things. It's hard to they've drawn fat lines all over, but a lot of the times they keep stretching that boundary further. And sometimes the problem is a lot of the top creators get away with a lot more stuff than the smaller content creators get. So it almost feels like they're trying to keep the smaller content creators. They're trying to keep them down. They're trying to keep them from coming up. I just feel
that's kind of
about
strange. Why do you think they would do that?
Because they already have a set amount of entertainers out there. There's people who constantly watch the same entertainers, people who are very consistent, and they wouldn't want anyone else to come and take the spotlight because it would take away from the algorithm, it would take away from the viewership, it would take away from the YouTube platform. And maybe the newer content creators are still on YouTube, but the window's literally right there.
Oh no, it's a wall.
Oh,
so
it's a wall.
What? So what I'm thinking
trying
is,
to jump out the window.
so your reasoning being that people are comfortable where they're at, and so there shouldn't be as much competition. However, with the way things are structured, with people losing interest in things over time, you kind of want new things to start coming in to make you more revenue, because people get bored of things very quickly.
So why would they go around always? It's like they draw the red flags on the smaller ones, and the bigger content creators who are doing the same thing but worse aren't having the flags drawn.
Well, here's the thing. I think also the big YouTube channels also play the big fish as well, because let's say like a smaller
because they have a brand.
Yes, also, but like let's say they copyright strike a smaller YouTube channel, they have more power against that little channel, right?
Okay.
I feel like. I don't know how it works.
No, they do. Yeah,
like,
they do.
You know what?
Yeah. If they ever come into a legal fight, which there's been channels who, there's actually been small channels versus big channels, like debate, like big legal battles. Like for example, it was
it's like a David versus Goliath type of situation.
Whatever that means, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
No, I actually don't know what that means. If I started on my head, I would be the dumb one.
No.
But what does that mean though? What does that mean?
So in the
I've never
Bible.
heard that.
So in the Bible. I myself, I'm not super religious, and I don't think there's anything wrong with
this podcast anymore. He brought a Bible.
No.
I probably have to walk away now.
No,
How much longer are you gonna put?
I'm kidding. He walks away. He burns.
Oh my god! Someone just throws holy water at me. Just walking up. I said holy water.
Oh, so
Holy water.
Oh my god.
this boy's up in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Is that why it's getting hot in here?
No. So you were talking about the whole Goliath Bible thing? What is that?
So the premise is, there's a small man who uses a sling of some sort to sling a rock at this massive individual.
Okay.
And the smaller individual is David, and then there's a big beast type of human named Goliath. And everybody was rooting the big brute to kill the smaller individual, but David was able to swing the rock and kill the Goliath. And it's like, oh, the small are able to prevail if they're smart and if they're resourceful. Actually, I don't know the entire interpretation, but that's what I got from it, and I think it's a very powerful message. I myself am not religious. I do not, I don't think religion is a bad thing. I think it's a good. I think it's a fairly. I'm fairly neutral on religion. I just think that there's a lot that can be taken away from the Bible.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just like any story.
Wow, you're gonna say the
sorry.
F word?
I waved my hand. Edit it out.
The dolphin noise.
No, so it's with any story. You can look at the rainbow fish book and get something out of that. It's just any story. The doctor says anything. Yeah.
No, exactly what you mean.
No, because every time my brother thinks I hate the Bible, which I don't. I feel bad. My oldest brother, he's always.
Oh, you personally hate the Bible?
No, he thinks.
Oh, okay.
I hate the Bible. He's always praising the Bible. He's like, look, I'm sorry, man, but I just gotta share this with you real quick. I know you don't like the Bible or anything. I'm like, dude, I never said I don't like the Bible. I don't take it for what everyone takes it to be, the book of truth. But there's a lot of ways to interpret, because there's a lot of times where I talk to him and I'm talking, and then like when I'm done talking, he's all like, man, it's like you quoted the Bible, bro. Like God's talking through you. And I'm like, yeah, for sure, bro. Like, and I don't get him off of that, because if that's how he feels, then for sure, like I don't knock anyone off of that. But it's kind of funny though, because I'm like, every time I see something, I'm all like, here we go. I already know what he's gonna tell me, right? But then he tells me a story, and then I'm all like, and he's like, yeah, man, but does that make sense to you after he tells me the story in the Bible? And I'm like, yeah, I get it. And then I would interpret it in English, right? just non-religiously, and then he'd be like, yeah, exactly like that. Yeah, you worded it better, but he's like, yeah, I guess the story kind of puts it that way, and you worded it this way, so it makes more sense.
Because it's us as individuals, we're kind of modernizing it. We're able to interpret and perceive it and say as we do. Again,
Right.
I think the idea of the Bible is something that I wouldn't mind reading. I would like to read it just to get some context behind it. As to would I become religious, I don't think so.
Yeah, I see what you mean. So you're also open to reading the Satanic Bible as well. You're open to it because you
That's a fair point. I don't know if I would though.
I don't think if it's not a calling. I mean, if you're open to it, then you're pretty much open to anything. But the thing is, it's different.
Yeah,
with the
okay,
Bible.
that's your point. I
But-
would
but the Bible
try
is
to read
different.
it to see what there is of value. However,
So you would read it? Okay,
hypothetically, if there's something in there in which, because we shouldn't limit ourselves because of whatever we identify as. I'm not
Sure.
going to stop and not read or take part of a tradition or of anything culturally just because I don't identify as a group. I myself find myself
Yeah.
to be very open-minded about a lot of things, which is why I'm able to discuss on so many different topics, because
Mhm.
I don't view only one side. I view every aspect, every side, and every angle. And so if there's controversy behind something like, the Satanic Bible, I'd read it and see what's up with it, because I feel like there's this mass disconnect of people of wanting to disassociate themselves from being human, because we're all humans and we're all trying to figure things out as we go. And so there might be something valuable in there.
And
There
I'm
might
not trying
be-
to say I advocated, by the way. Just saying.
Oh, you advocated? You
No.
condone the idea?
I'm just saying I advocate this. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Illuminati confirmed. But you're gonna put the music on, right? You're gonna
Nah,
edit
I'm
it?
not gonna edit.
Okay, fine.
I'm not gonna edit it that extra.
I thought you were cool like that, but
Okay, you tell me.
Sounds fun.
Okay, you sit down for 2 hours. No, you sit down for the entire day to edit, buddy.
entire day to edit an audio and camera?
It takes me a while.
Please.
Well, I mean, you're
You're over here
First,
cussing,
like-
sailor. You got sailor boy over here.
Dude, you know, I sit down, I edited maybe 60 hours of chat roulette for. Okay, well, obviously I excel at editing. I'm a
Of
lot
course.
better at. Okay, so that never
No
mind.
You
flex.
Forget everything
No
I just said.
flex.
I'm not trying to flex. Sorry.
No, so
My
you
bad.
have the car thing. You got into the car and you started driving. You started taking the opportunity. You're now better at editing, the same way that I'm better at driving. Oh my god. The way that I've gradually become a better driver because I just started. You started editing and you become so far superior at editing than me because I started editing. I started adding things. The music at the beginning of podcast number 1 through 3 was like dun 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 dun.
Every time I
dun,
hear
dun.
it, I'm just like, whoa! No, the first time I heard it was the preview in the Instagram. Where you're like, next video's coming up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That song's so cool. Anyways, going
It's
back.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'd be open-minded to read anything that seems of interest, just because I don't like the idea. of
Whether
being
there's
caught.
real consistency. This is for me. This is it for me, right? I used to acknowledge everything. I used to be open to everything. Like, it's kind of like someone had a fair point. Like, how are you gonna argue about something when you don't know anything about the other side? But I mean, like, there has to be something tangible there for me to want to digest that end of the stick. It can't just be, oh, well, you don't know about this. It's kind of like, oh, have you ever dated a man? No? Then how come you don't know if you like him or not then? It's like, and I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to date. I'm not willing to experiment that. I'm not willing to find that out because I know I like women. But like, just like other guys who like guys, like they know if they like guys. But I don't like women, so I'm just going to obviously shoot for that.
I see where you're coming from. It's this point of, to what extent are you? Okay, no, I see your point though. Because for me, it's I would go out of my way to read that part of the Bible just because it's not as, I guess, it's not to that level.
Yeah.
So, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Kind of like, oh my God, this one thing. Okay, so.
Story time. Woo!
Oh, no, it's not even a story. It's just like, I just, okay, well, it's kind of a story if you want to make
All right,
it.
here we go.
I'm gonna make
Slimmer
it fun.
party. We have a sleepover conversation. This dude like this dude, and I like this guy.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, speaking of dudes, I like dudes.
What?
I remember going. I had a gay friend. I have a gay friend,
You
right?
have a cave friend?
I have a gay friend.
You said cave at one point.
Whatever, dude. Caveman friend, gay friend. No, there's this guy that was 6'2", and he was gay. His name was Travis. He was a really cool dude. Loved him. I knew he was gay, but went over to one Halloween. I went over and out of nowhere, big girl, red dress. I didn't know it was him. And I was walking, getting a beer, and he snuck up behind me and whispered, "Hey, sweetheart," like something like crazy. And I turned around, I'm like, oh, like her voice, and I looked, and it was him. I'm like, what? He tried to come up to me. He tried to make out with me. I'm like, yo, back up.
Oh, that's assault.
Well, it could be, but I did. He was drunk, so he wasn't really trying to force himself on me. But he tried. He shot a shot. I'm like, boom, right? But it was just really funny. Just thinking about it just took me back when I was talking about doing some activities. It just took me back. It's just crazy. It caught me off guard.
Did you smell his lip gloss?
Cherry.
Oh, you tasted it, huh? Why'd you smack your lips?
I didn't taste it. It was just right in front of my face. When I said I held him away from me, I probably had to like shove him. I had to bench press 300 to get him off me. Basically, yeah. I'm kidding.
He's a bigger guy.
He's pretty big.
Yeah, he's a big guy. 6'2"?
No, he was 6'2", but he was like me, just hefty dude, whatever, right? But he was 6'2", so just 4-inch difference, dude.
4-inch.
Still a huge difference, yeah. That's not about 4. Okay, don't stop. Anyways.
We're trying to keep this clean, man.
Clean? What? Why aren't you like Joe Rogan? Crazy, sporadic, and just talking about some random things. Are you willing to talk about reptilians? You told me I could talk about anything I wanted to. So if I brought up reptilians, are you willing to talk about it? Do it.
I did not say this.
See, reptilians are so clean, it's not dirty.
What do you mean reptilians?
Okay, I'm kidding. I'm not even trying to talk about
What is
it.
reptilians?
I don't know.
What do you mean by
I'm
that?
not going to open that door. No, it's just a big conspiracy.
Oh, are you talking about like reptilians in the government?
Oh, all of a sudden you know about it. Huh? All of a sudden. Huh? We like to play young here. Is this a dumb podcast or the smart podcast?
What was that?
Oh.
Oh, guys, I'm going to have dinner.
Oh, my God.
Who's the imposter here?
Oh.
Are you a reptilian?
Emergency meeting. He's going to behead both of us before we hit that button.
Wait, I have to give the ASMR.
I wonder if they heard that. Yeah, they got that. Oh, it's all blue. It's probably me laughing.
Wait, one more
Anyways.
time?
Got that?
Oh
Yeah.
my
maybe.
God, it's just a little blip.
So, just amplify it. Watch a tutorial video. You'll know how to do it.
Just
Anyways.
amplify it so it's absolutely distorted.
Just slow it down too. You ever seen that video of Hillary Clinton? I think she was running for presidency back in 2016.
No, that's
Oh,
exactly when she was running for president, 2016.
That's what I'm saying.
But she also
Right.
did that before, no? Like she was running like.
I don't know. I don't.
All I
keep-
have to say,
I stopped keeping. Oh.
all I have to say,
I swear to God, if you
America, go to the polls.
Go, wait. Okay.
Pokemon Go.
What's that? Pokemon Go.
She was trying to make a reference to Pokemon Go by saying "Go to the polls." Americans, go to the polls.
Who made who? Oh, to the poll to vote, basically, right?
Yeah.
Who did that? Hillary.
She was just trying to be hip and cool.
SMH, bro. That's.
She was trying to be hip and cool and try to get interactive with Generation Z.
She probably wore her Ash Ketchum hat. She put it backwards. We're here to vote. Do it.
Throw the vote.
Gotta vote them all, Pokemon. Gotta vote them all out of office. Pokemon, get it? Because all right.
She said there's this Instagram video of her. She said, "Hi guys, I'm here chilling in Cedar Rapids." It was so great. It was an amazing video of like an innocent little old lady trying to be hip and cool with the kids. I found it cute. I was like, this lady does not.
Voting is lit. Y'all do it. That's fire.
I'm just waiting for either Joe Biden or Trump to be like, "Hey, I'm here with a little Easy, little Uzi."
Yo, so next debate, Biden's gonna have Uzi and Trump's gonna have Kanye West by his side.
They're gonna have what's his name? The guy who what the hell? Can't stop laughing.
I was gonna say a different name, but let's not get into that one.
Hold on. His name. He made Kevin's heart. I forgot his name.
Oh, you talking about The Rock?
No, the rapper that's saying
rapper.
J. Cole. J. Cole's the moderator.
No, Snoop Dogg, yo, take a hit of this blunt. Take it easy. So Trump's gonna come in.
His whole brand of like being connected to marijuana is just like that's his brand.
No,
That's
he is
cool.
weed. He is weed. Snoop Dogg is weed. No one else is weed. Oh, Wiz Khalifa for a little bit, but he fell off that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
He also fell off music.
I don't think he fell out. I don't think he fell down.
Well,
I think he
no,
went
the weed scene, kind of like. Well, he's still doing weed. No, he does
Oh, you
have a
just
weed
throw up a
business.
gang sign? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That was half a heart. That's all I was doing. Yeah, just you didn't connect it, so you left me hanging. No, but no. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about this whole. What is that? That is not half a heart. That's a janky ass stem cell growing heart. I'm not connecting my heart with that one.
This is 3D printed and it's to scale.
It's not efficient. Sorry, I might die if I connect my heart.
It's to scale.
Get that thing away from
This
me.
is a legitimate replica.
Yeah.
This is what a heart looks like.
You can't recycle that heart. Get it out of here.
Okay, this is the size of my heart. Your heart is the size of your fist when you clench it.
No, it's not. My heart's definitely bigger. My heart's definitely bigger. I know that for a fact. I have a big heart.
You have serious
Cholesterol.
you have serious aorta blocking. You have some serious vein blockage there.
I mean, whatever it's doing is making my heart bigger, so that's a good thing.
I think you have a blood
I
clot.
got a lot to go.
You gotta watch out.
I'm
You need to go to the doctor? He passes on right here. Our ears.
If it really happened to me, I'm gonna stick around for a while in the afterlife. I'm gonna watch your podcast for the years to come.
I'm gonna stop making podcasts just to make him upset. It's gonna be
I'm
right.
sitting here waiting for the next one. I can't leave this room because this is where this is where I died. That would suck.
Who would you haunt? If you died, who would you haunt?
Who would I haunt?
Who would you haunt?
I don't want to manifest that. Sounds nasty.
Haunting somebody?
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to leave him out of like respect.
But
to
if I
him,
would
right?
follow someone, I would follow Elon Musk. He's got a lot of secrets.
I'd go to Area 51.
But who would you follow though? Like if you had to choose a person. Technically.
4-star general, like a 4-star general.
Okay, just a 4-star.
Or follow Trump. Hanging out with Melania in the bedroom.
they don't hang out. They hate each other.
Oh, they're like in separate beds.
Probably on separate beds.
Oh, it's like Mike
And
Pence.
separate mentions. At
Like
that.
Mike Pence. He just very innocent.
Innocent? Or is he seeing Melania?
Wait a minute.
I'm not. This is a
Breaking
not an
news.
accusation.
Breaking news. White House. Breaking news. White House official named Lagos Molina.
Whoa! You said my whole.
Social
Just
security
got
number
doxed.
58663-821.
Hey, he missed it too.
I'll do that at your discretion.
Hey, whatever, man. So no, I definitely. So speaking of which, going back to Hillary Clinton, right?
Who? Hillbilly Clinton?
Hillary Clinton.
Sorry, that's what I heard.
No, it's funny, but that's not what I said. I know I
Sorry.
pronounced it right. Roll it back. Oh wait.
Oh, this podcast isn't being uploaded. Just kidding.
Sucks. Well, wasting my time here.
This is actually going straight to MySpace.
Golly.
It's gonna be uploaded to Internet Explorer, and you'll see it in like 10 years.
No, I'm gonna use AOL.
Just a dial-up.
Consider it gone. So, what is the name of this podcast?
Huh?
What is the name of this podcast?
Just Eduardo Milan.
Eduardo Milan. Wow.
Just like Joe Rogan.
Why don't you call it E Milan?
Because that sounds like an e-boy type of thing.
Equally.
That's a big
Oh.
thing.
E. coli?
Why don't you call it Ad Milan?
Ed Milan? I did originally just call it Milan,
Mm-hmm.
but then I figured, why not just add your first name to it?
Why?
Because it has more of a... If I wanted to build a brand within myself and to spread my name, I just Eduardo Milan. That's just my full name.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
Same way that Joe Rogan does it. I got inspiration from that. That's
Right.
definitely one.
I figured as much.
Or Graham Stephan. Another one that I enjoy.
So welcome to
Or Jeff
Eduardo.
Knepperts.
Welcome to Eduardo Milan's podcast. My podcast is no, I'm kidding. No, I
Just do
I
it.
shut myself out. No, I really don't have a podcast. It's
Just move on over there.
just move on up. No, it's I really don't got nothing in the words.
His podcast is actually part of the new PBS Kids program. Wearing a black hoodie. Where he reviews
His
hoodies.
podcast is on in the middle of the night on the History Channel.
All right, children, we're here to talk about Trump and the
UFOs.
reptilians in the government. Why you shouldn't read the Bible?
You have one corrupt official. You have two corrupt officials. You put them together. And you have the Senate Majority House.
Yeah, they're both hand Muppet. Look, you see this president here and the other one you're voting for? They're both from the same hands, the same body. Sorry.
Let me peel it back. Oh, it's a reptilian. Well,
Going back to this.
Rip off the paper bag, the sandwich bag. It's a reptilian under reptilian Muppet.
It's just so the whole stage for the last political debate, it was just like a whole puppet show. It's just like up to scale, zoomed in camera. You have like a whole reptilian.
HD Muppets with the sandwich bags. People won't know the difference. America's too
Smart.
They're too smart for their own good.
Mhm.
That's what I was gonna say.
If you're,
I was totally kidding, by the way. If you take it any other way.
America's smart.
So
I enjoy America.
going back to the whole Hillary thing. Literally, the video I was talking about is I think she's giving. I know it's very crazy how we just like go straight back to it, but she just gave that a speech.
You're the one that did it.
I know, but I did it twice already. It moved away from it, but it's okay though. I'm okay with it. I'm not mad. It's cool.
We're doing it again. Keep going.
Did you just interrupt me? That's the third time now.
Third time?
Listen.
Excuse me. I'm speaking.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so
We just did it again.
she had a cup of water.
Oh, do you guys know about the whole Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
You're doing that on
thing?
purpose. You're doing that on purpose. I'm
I'm
ready.
not.
I'm ready to just walk out, dude. I'm ready.
Okay.
My time's not valuable here. I'm like Joe Rogan here. You should treat me more.
The window's right there.
You can't
No,
go
the
out the
wall.
front door. You can't
No.
go out of the front door. Anyways, go on.
No, this is all it is. She has a clear cup of water, drinking water, and she starts drinking water, but you see 2 green balls of something fall out of her mouth, like instantly fall to the bottom of the cup, and it looks like mucus, but it's not mucus because they look like balls of something.
You have a video?
They look like balls. No, it's out there. I'll look it up right now.
Why did you have to give an emphasis on that
Ball.
word?
No, because they're balls. Because I pronounce. That's the only word I ever pronounce like that. I pronounce that with an emphasis every time. That's the only word I ever pronounce it.
I'm gonna hold you accountable to that now.
Okay. I don't see why you would
Say it
want to
in
do
Spanish.
that. Are you really invested in that? Pelotas.
No, say it in French. Say it in French.
What do you say? Balls in French. I don't even know. J'aime parler français. J'aime parler. What? My name is. I speak French. I think that's what I said.
Je m'appelle petit disque.
I don't know what that
Wait.
Okay,
He
good.
said, "Is this guy small or big?" That's what he was asking. That's what you're asking? No, but yeah, that's all it is. Water cup. She's like drinking. She's pretending to drink from it like that, and then just like 2 little balls of things fall off. Like it looks like mucus, but it's not. But they're transparent. But it's not green. Yeah, you can literally look it up.
Okay, I know what it is.
Wait,
The Orbeez.
Orbeez.
Yeah, she got a little hungry.
So
She missed the-
someone dared her to put Orbeez in her mouth until the speech is over.
Yeah,
and she
it was
couldn't do anymore?
a bet between her and Joe Biden. They were seeing who can hold. She mistook the grapes for Orbeez.
Oh, so that's where she lost.
Wait,
Yeah.
so what they do with that cup?
I don't know. You
They
think I
just
really
took it away?
No,
Or
she
I-
just had it there on her podium right there. But she was standing there. She turned to the side and she's like,
Like,
it just like came out. Yeah, it just literally just.
Oh.
Well, literally, it looks like transparent. It looks like fish eggs, but it looks like it's like surrounded by like a green veil. It looked really weird, but it's
oh,
still
because
out there.
she was eating caviar. I'm really-
She had shots of caviar with the little. You
I'm
ever
over-
seen that?
Caviar?
Not caviar, but they're like eggs, like fish eggs, like this. They're like they're as white as a shot glass.
No,
I remember
wait,
the first time
what?
I ever did that. Yeah, the first time I ever did that, I thought it was like candy or something.
That's not
right?
caviar.
Huh?
That's not
Well,
caviar.
that's a fish egg.
No.
Caviar. Is
Caviar-
caviar not fish eggs?
Caviar is fish eggs, but it's salmon fish eggs.
Okay, well
They're
this
pretty
one's
small.
fish egg, but it's something else.
No, it's sturgeon.
Sturgeon? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not salmon.
Right, but I took a shot. It was like it tasted like soy. It was a sake, but it tasted like soy sauce and egg. And I'm like, it was just. I thought it was something sweet. I'm like, I'm gonna take shots of sake.
I was
sake.
Sauce.
Oh,
Sake. You know, like, let's go, boom, right? So I went like this, and I swallowed it. And it was like really gooey, like, and I'm like, and I'm like this, and it wanted to come up. I felt like it was stuck here. Yeah, like that concoction you have over there.
Oh, no, this is a
Concoction.
exceptional-
Am I saying that right? Is concoction a
Uh,
mixture or something?
I say now I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
I think it's
Concoction.
So I'm saying it right. It is. That's what it is. Yeah, I know I'm
Concoction.
using it right.
Concoction.
Say it.
Concoction. Combustion.
Combustion.
Human concoction. Concoction. I'm saying it right. Concoction. Constabule. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say.
Comet.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, something I just learned this week. Nah, maybe I should say it for my
Wait,
podcast.
hold on, okay,
Maybe I
so-
should just say it for my podcast, you know? I'm kidding,
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
just say it for your part.
I'm
Do
kidding.
it. Do it. I believe in you.
Oh, thanks.
So there's this going back to the fish eggs and whatnot. I was offered to eat a fish egg, and people find it repulsive. My mom, growing up back in Mexico when she was not better off because she was in the poor regions of Mexico, they would have to use the entirety of the fish to eat. So they would start from lips to tail, and they would eat the eyes because it was a good source of nutrients. You ever think about what's in the middle of your bones? Like when you take
marrow?
Bone marrow, it's very nutritious.
I've heard that they make bone marrow soup with that.
Bone marrow soup.
Yeah,
You
and
can
Frank does
literally
that a lot.
liver. Who?
Frank, our boss at work.
Our boss at Trabajo.
Yeah.
The liver is also a very high nutritious piece of food, but it tastes awful.
Yeah.
Tastes like pungent meat. It's like if you were to take spoiled meat and cook it, it would be liver. But liver is considered like a superfood. It's very nutritious.
I've never had that.
You've never had liver?
Mm-mm.
No wonder cannibals eat humans. That's crazy.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, we're not talking about human liver. We're talking about animal livers, right? Yeah.
So would you like to talk about that the ski mask that's on top? Is that what you put on
If
before
you
you
piss
head
me
in?
off, I might put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put it on, before you walk into the black market?
See.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We got him, boys.
And I'm out. The wall again.
My dog's out there. He has an electric collar on him. I'll shock you.
Well, he's biting me. You shock him, and I get shocked as well.
It's like, how strong is this
Because
thing?
there's nerve endings at the end of your teeth. I don't know. Oh, the roots of your teeth, right?
The what?
And there's nerve endings.
Oh, okay.
Right. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah. No, that's how you get like sensitive teeth when you
Right.
like, bite into cold stuff.
And that's what when you get a crack in your tooth and you bite into cold stuff as well. Like it's really.
that made me cringe.
Yeah, it's really bad. Oh man,
Just breaking. Okay, so breaking your front tooth and then biting into ice cream.
just chipping. Yeah, when you chip a tooth, when there's a crack and it like
So I think it's
the
the
root?
equivalency of like putting a metal nail. You know the ones that you hammer a nail, putting it between your toenail and kicking it into a wall. If it made you cringe, I hope you did because that made me pay back.
Yeah.
Anyways,
sucks.
continue.
I forgot what I was saying.
A splinter.
Well, I was talking about nerve endings. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, so something that I just learned as well. Learned it from TikTok.
Oh, that's why TikTok is kind of cool. For the reason
I've
that
learned
you learn
so
many different
much
things.
on TikTok. Oh my god, it's crazy. Whether I've applied it or not, it's a whole different story, but I can talk about it and maybe someone else will learn from it, But basically, did you know your heart, your gut, and your brain have neural pathways, right? Obviously, your brain.
Wait, what do you mean by neural pathways?
Neural pathways. So basically, they're pathways that whenever your brain sends out signals or anything, because it's all coming from up here, I guess, it's electrical pathways, basically.
So, are you referring to the nervous system?
Yeah, there's a nervous system.
nervous
Yeah.
system. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, but I mean, your lungs doesn't have any. But
Your
your lung doesn't have any. Your lungs. I don't know why I would think the lungs would have any, but your gut has some. Your heart, and your brain. Obviously, the brain.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
So check this out. There's I think 100. Was it 100 million neuron pathways in your brain?
Mm-hmm.
There's 40,000 in your heart, and there's I think 100,000 in your I think it was 100 billion in your brain. So 100 billion or 100 million. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's 100,000.
Just give like a rough estimate.
Okay, so I think it was just hypothetically 40,000 in the heart for sure. I saw that, but that's there's 100 million in the brain, and there's 100,000 in your gut. 100,000 nerve endings in your gut.
Stop touching my toes under the desk. He's playing footsies, and he doesn't know that I would
Little
play
did
to
you know
win.
that was my foot.
Yeah, long foot. Anyways,
Hey.
the liver and the gut.
Right. So I mean the liver, the heart, and the gut. But the one.
Wait, do you guys not have a liver for your heart? Sorry to cut you
More
off.
just come into the room like this. Shut it! Like raptors.
FBI, open up!
Oh my god.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Why? Oh.
Because it vibrates the entirety of the microphone. Anyways, continue.
So no, basically, I saw a video before learning that, right? I saw a video where healthy gut, healthy mind. And they talk about how that's when you take probiotics, but you're not supposed to take them all the time. But just to promote a healthy, because the thing is, you eat a lot of bad stuff, right? So in order to promote a healthier environment for the good bacteria to grow in, you take probiotics, because a lot of the times you don't eat the stuff that you're supposed to naturally be eating, which is just natural stuff, plants or whatever, vegetables.
Yeah. So in addition to that, that's why there's sometimes it's advertised as probiotics. The peanut butter packs that we ate on our last podcast. Or some of them were filled with probiotics. What's interesting about it is you can also, these probiotics are mostly brought from foods that have bacteria in them. So foods like sauerkraut that is pretty much left in a space to fermentate. So foods that are fermented have a lot of probiotics. And what's interesting of you referring to foods and your gut being connected and having all these microorganisms that make your entire body function, it's new to science. Again, the whole idea of new science and treading on water that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
These probiotics are very beneficial because they're starting to find a link between having a good sourced meal and having a better mental capacity and processing. Okay. And so if you're able to eat a good nutritious meal, it gives your mind and your body a good form of processing information and making your body function way better.
But it's also like this. I mean, if you got neurons in your gut, you would think that what you put inside your body probably recognizes it. Like your body's like there's data being passed from your gut to your brain when you eat something, and it's also probably passed throughout your body. The one thing I heard as well, I forgot, this was the craziest thing I've heard on TikTok.
Wait, so before you, I'm not sure if you're gonna change subjects or not.
No, it's okay. No, go ahead.
So I want to give an example of something like this. When you eat sugar, what makes you want to stop playing footsies with me, Brian?
That was on accident, right?
Okay, buddy. So the whole idea of white sugar is considered bad for the human body. Yes, it's high in calories, but it also causes a chemical reaction in your body that exerts something called leptin. And again, this isn't 100% right. I'm pretty sure there's new studies found, but this is as to what I know. I think I've referenced it on my Instagram. Anyways, it causes your body to produce something called leptin, which pretty much causes your endocrine system, the other version of the nervous system within the body, to emit a hormone, which is leptin, which gets shot to your brain and tells you, hey, I messed up the entire analogy. This is going to go very wrong. Your body naturally emits a hormone. I'm not sure what this hormone's called. It's your brain to tell you to stop eating when you're eating. What sugar does when you consume sugar causes leptin, which is shot to your brain to tell you to stop eating, disrupts it entirely. Which is why sugar causes a lot of cravings for more sugar or causes you to not feel fulfilled with your meal.
Okay, right.
So sugar you eat causes a hormone that disrupts leptin in your body to tell your body to stop eating. And so that's where the microorganisms within your body and in the endocrine system to start causing bad. It pretty much causes you, it makes you have more of a decision. It forcibly causes you to make a decision that you didn't even think your body was capable of.
Interesting. So something I learned before was, you ever heard of the Canada yeast overgrowth?
No, I have not.
So it's like a fungi that grows inside of your colon. It's something it's proven, but there's a lot of things that combat it, which is you starve it of starches or sugars, but that thing grows inside of your colon, and what it does is it takes a lot of the starches or the sugars that you're eating, and it digests it, but like it feeds off of that, and then it sends out electrical signals, and then that's why you get cravings for Pepsi, pizza,
more sugar foods,
hot Cheetos and nacho cheese. Okay.
Not sponsored.
What? That's okay, you're missing out on an opportunity. Okay, no, but no, basically, yeah. So the one thing I've always, like, when I first heard that before, like, I have a fungus. I almost said the F word, but I said fungus. I have a fungus inside of my colon, and that thing's attached to the walls of your colon. And that's why a lot of the times you feel drained. That's why a lot of the times you feel like, I would assume if you got a fungus inside of you, that's what it does. That's what it's doing. So to get rid of the fungus, obviously you starve the starches or sugars, and you eat just natural, more what's it called? Neutral, not acidic foods, but things that neutralize the environment inside of your body. Which what is it? The pH. There's acidic
base,
and there's
base.
But what's the other one? That's
it's base and acidic. Those are the two.
Base and acidic. Yeah, I get base. Whatever. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, yeah, whatever. But basically, yeah, that
pH is pretty much the scale that's used for it. There's the base and there's
alkaline. There's base and alkalinic, like alkaline.
Yeah.
Alkaline's the one that's above base, but it is alkaline, right? Base is basically 0, and then alkaline is above the 0. So you never seen like water bottles sold in stores that say like alkaline water? Like,
isn't alkaline in the middle? Because there's base, alkaline, and then acidic.
There's acidic, base, and then there's alkaline.
I don't know much.
Brian, you are the worst.
Brian, you're supposed to be the smart person.
You're supposed to be the smart person. He leaves too.
I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
No, but basically, yeah. So when your body's the one thing I've also heard is like when your body's acidic as well, it promotes cancer cells to grow. Basically, I mean, I'm sure you heard that, right? So
To an extent. I haven't done much research.
oh
to
right.
say
Oh,
that I
so
have an
what would you say
opinion.
is like you don't know much about it to an extent, basically.
But I've
Yeah.
heard this idea of having certain organisms within your body, when supplied with certain nutrients, will grow more. Now, the complete opposite of when you're actually malnourished can cause certain issues in your brain to malfunction, which is why they're kind of starting to find a connection with a bad nutrition and mental health issues.
Right. Okay. Yeah. For sure. Kind of like
But this science is also fairly new. And
what?
This science of probiotics, organisms within your gut, the gut having more effect on your body than what you're learning or taking in with your brain,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually coming from the gut. And they're starting to see that the gut is the main source of a lot of the human functionality within our own mind, consciousness, and perspective.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah. That's I found it really weird.
It's interesting. It's interesting as hell.
And the more I learn about the body, the more crazy it is. Like,
Mhm.
Is that why you said last time like eat like
You eat like crap, you feel like crap.
yeah exactly.
And I definitely stand by that a lot.
yeah, oh, I can 100% attest to that. I mean, I'm a big dude. Like, I mean, they came. I stopped eating meat for 6 months.
Yeah,
Already.
how did that go? How did you feel?
I don't wake up feeling sluggish anymore. I don't wake up feeling groggy.
Wait,
I don't-
you stopped eating what?
Meat for 6 months.
Uh-huh.
I've never done it before. I've done it for 30 days. I've done it twice for 30 days. But I didn't think I was gonna do it past a month, but I'm already here. Like, and I'm not. It's not like, oh, I'm trying to hit. Oh, it's not a milestone. I'm not trying. It's not like my next step to like stop eating meat. But
It's a
just
change
that-
it's a change in lifestyle.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
a
lifestyle
diet
change. Yeah,
thing.
yeah, it's just a
It's
lifestyle change.
yeah.
I still eat carbs, but like the thing is, like I'm starting to cut it out, like a little at a time. Just not really, not going crazy about it. Because like people who want to lose weight, you can't see it as oh, I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm just gonna get into this diet. I mean, like you're not in the I'm trying to say it, I'm saying it wrong. You're not in the Olympics. I want to say Olympus, but not Olympics. You know?
Okay, so I understand where you're coming from. It's not this idea of okay, so I like to take that analogy to working out.
Mhm.
You're not gonna so when you work out or when you get into the gym for working out, to legitimately have and retain your progress, you're gonna have to go to the gym 5 to 6 times every single week to perform better every day and to make yourself healthier. The thing about the diet is you don't go to the gym you're not supposed to I'm big and I'm not very happy with myself, so I'm gonna go to the gym, slim down, and that's it, and then you just stop it completely and then you rebound to where you're at. No, that's not how it's supposed to work. With the dieting, it's finding something as a legitimate solution to keep it as a form of longevity, to have it as long as you can. And that's how I interpret a lot of like investing, learning something. At least take an hour out of your day to learn something new, something
Right.
that you're passionate about, something that you're legitimately interested in, even if it may not be super beneficial.
No, it doesn't have to be interesting as well. It's just if you take an hour out of your day to learn something new, you're doing a lot more for yourself than you would not learning learning one thing in a week. Like I feel like people they don't use their brain right. I feel like people are missing out on their fucking brain. Excuse me, I know I keep saying bad words. Yo, remind me, wave your hand or something. Hey, something I forget. Okay, just edit this part out, right? No, not edit, but edit the bad word out. Anyways, but it's something that frustrates me. How people use their brain. Like, bro, you got a brain. Or bros or bro dads, right? Girls. I've never called them that, but bro dads, you right? Like,
I'm just gonna start doing that. No, I would not. It would be so awkward.
bros or bro dads, right?
No.
No, what do you mean to be awkward? Oh, hold on, real quick.
Okay, imagine just having a conversation with any of
Sure.
the opposing sex and just be like,
Right.
"What's up, my bro, dad?" Like, how would you
Oh
implement?
my
Okay, imagine
What,
trying
you
to be
kidding me?
formal.
Yo, if they know how you are, it's like, what's up, bro dad?
Okay, but imagine just trying to meet somebody entirely new.
Well, you're not gonna call them bro dads. That's something you call someone
Bro.
you're comfortable with.
That's a fair enough point.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but I don't see myself like that'd be such a funny situation. Going up
I'm
to
gonna call
a
girls
random.
that. I'm gonna start normalizing it. Yo, what's up?
What's up, bro,
Bro
dad?
dads. What's up, bro dad?
What's the other one?
Bros.
Dudette.
Okay, first of all,
No,
don't
Brian,
do
don't
that.
even bring that in.
Don't
here.
even
Get
bring
it
that.
out
Yeah,
of
what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
You guys are bullies.
We're bullies. We're just realists. I'm sorry you take it that way. It's kind of a victim mentality. Victim mentality. Anyways, what was that before this guy? Before this victim started, calling attention to himself here in the spotlight. No, you got problems. We can talk about it. But I was still in the middle of something.
All
you
right,
know
buddy,
what
I needed to calm down.
Okay.
Oh, what happened? The enforcer came in. Oh, what happened?
Oh, where we at? No, so.
Dude, whoa, the victim came in. Whoa.
We're gonna start.
Yeah.
We're gonna start talking to you now.
Damn, I forgot what happened.
So the bully becomes the bullied.
Wait, no, not that. It's not about what I started talking about. What was I talking about? Yeah. All right, the brain. Like, it.
Wow, his
rushed
brain
away to
really
me.
came back. His brain is like, okay, man, you guys come back.
That's
Talk
good.
about me.
That's
I
good.
like it when you talk about me, bro.
Yo, spotlight on me, spotlight on me.
Come
Yeah,
on,
I
man.
got your brain.
You know that's crazy. Like
Uh-huh.
your brain is the thing that's in control, right?
Uh-huh.
You're not having your own thoughts. Your brain is.
Right.
You're just a vessel for your brain.
Wow, that's messed
That's
up.
so-
Yo,
that's-
brain, I'm in control, dude. You lit. Stop. I'm talking.
Or I need to repro. Okay, I'm back. What? Sorry,
My
you
brain shut me
needed to
down.
go to sleep.
My brain's being a bully.
Oh, brain's telling me to get up. Okay.
Duck your head in the toilet.
Oh, I'm getting pretty thirsty. My brain is sending signals to the rest of my body to get up and to go receive more water. Just like brain's
That's a
water.
bully. Your brain's telling you to be a bully. That's what your brain's telling you to do. No, so basically, see, it's like this. Moments like this, right?
My
Man,
brain
my
wants to fight you.
Oh, okay. No
Damn.
kidding. Going back to the reptilian.
Like moments like this where people are so in, Wow, I repeated myself twice. Right? So edit that because I'm about to flip people off.
No.
It's the fourth finger. It's the fourth finger. I'm kidding. This
Okay,
isn't the
but
middle
people
finger.
still understand the whole context.
People
of
don't
what
understand. Yeah, but it's an intention behind it. I'm being funny, right? Anyways,
Oh, but all of a sudden we take things out of context and it's not intentional anymore. I'm gonna edit this video to make you look like the bad guy.
You really,
I'm just gonna put it so that you're bullying Brian the
The whole
entire time.
You should make a snippet of everything I do. Well, you probably.
That's crazy. The idea that actually exists, things being taken out of context.
It's pretty easy to see it though.
Here we go.
Just
Mr.
see a
Big
lot
Brain
of-
here.
Anyways, the brain.
Add that one into there.
Wait, what did you say? I
have no idea
completely
what
over my head.
Mr. Big Brain here. He was trying to give us perspective, and it was pretty good. But I'm like Mr. Big Brain here. Here we go. I'm kidding, Brian.
Brian, see,
I'm sorry.
you know, you're the bully. This is why Brian's not gonna come back onto the podcast.
Oh my god. Damn, it sucks. I have to replace him. You kidding me? That sucks. Anyways. No, just kidding. Chill, relax. Take it
Oh,
easy.
Brian's gonna start feeling like the jealous girlfriend of the relationship,
Whose girlfriend?
the podcast.
Oh. Yeah, man. We can talk about it. An intervention for me. You go ahead. Just say what you have to say.
I think Brian feels threatened now. You could tell by the dilation of his pupils.
Oh
my God.
It's not the tears. It's not the tears coming out of his eyes. It's not the tears. It's the dilation of his pupils.
When he opened his eyes, he looked like a gecko.
Do it.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Okay, so anyways, back to the brain.
So, people are so quick to react. And I didn't stutter, and he's laughing. Now you're bullying me. What's up? Okay.
Back to the topic,
okay,
buddy.
Jeez. What,
Enforcer.
You're not the moderator. I'm my own moderator. Thanks, Brain.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I
Thank you.
haven't even finished
Thank
talking.
you.
You're not letting
Thank
me
you.
talk.
Okay, Brian, go
Anyways.
ahead.
Wow,
Thank you.
this is so bull. I'm gonna interrupt them.
Sir, you've had enough time to speak.
People.
Thank you.
2 minutes.
Thank you.
2 minutes.
What do you gotta say?
This guy doesn't value time, huh?
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. I'm speaking.
I'm speaking, huh?
I'm the moderator. Okay, Brian, you have 2 minutes to respond. Go ahead.
Respond to
Thank
what?
you.
That's it. You only get one word. Everyone gets one.
There's my reptilian brothers. Watch out.
There's someone here now.
I don't know.
I really don't care.
Okay, they couldn't hear what happened. There's a sound in the living room of my home. We don't know who's over there.
I heard someone earlier too.
Oh.
No.
No, I'm
So
kidding.
it's probably
Anyways,
a
continue
chihuahua.
on with the
Anyways,
brain.
yeah. So people are so quick to react. Like we went to go wash clothes, right, at a public laundry, and my brother got there. He's like, "Oh God, I forgot my wallet." that's me cussing. So he's like, "I forgot."
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. And he's like, "I forgot my wallet." He's like, "Oh," and he started just cussing, and I'm like, "Oh, it's cool. I got money. Just tell me later." And he just like stops. Like he realizes how dumb he looks. He just I don't know if he realized how dumb he looks, but he looked dumb to me. Let me tell you.
Yeah, of course.
And then it was just me, him, my other brother, my younger brother, and my friend.
I was gonna say, you of course, you always look, everybody else always looks dumb to you because you put yourself on such a high pedestal.
Every time. No, but whether others hold me there or not, I don't care. Let me tell you. No, but literally, he had an outburst. Oh, my wallet. What's up, Brian? What's good?
Okay, thank you.
I'm
Thank you. Enough.
No, I'm still talking. I'm talking.
Okay, Eduardo, you have enough time?
Those are bad words. I will do it again.
Wow, please don't. Okay.
I will say the real
Okay, I'm
thing.
sorry. Okay, go ahead. Okay, enough time.
Okay.
Eduardo Millan, your turn. Okay.
Eduardo Millan.
I give myself more time. Okay, you have 1 hour to speak. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think Lagos' story is getting pretty interesting. Excuse me. And I would like to hear the rest of Lagos' story. I am coming back. Okay, thank you, Eduardo. Go ahead.
Okay. So before he rudely interrupted. My brother had an
Okay,
outburst.
Brian, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you talking. You interrupted, dude. What's wrong with you?
He's breathing too loud.
Stop existing too loud. What is
Okay,
wrong with
anyways,
you?
continue with the story. Sorry to
So
cut you off.
no, it's cool. My brother had an outburst, and he's all like, "Oh, god damn it! I forgot my wallet at home." And he started going off, and I'm like, "Bro, I'll just tell you the money, and it's cool. I'll just get the money." And then he just like stopped immediately, and he's like, "Yeah, all right." And I'm all like, "But he has this moment so many times. And it's not just him. It's the people. Well, it's not. It's a lot of people.
It's okay. So
it's a lot of
to
people.
some extent, people give into the emotions of the situation.
They're quick to react before kind of just stopping and kind of just like reassess the situation. Which sometimes I react and I reassess the situation, but I don't just overly like it's not
overly overt at the
outburst.
expense of
And
keeping the peace.
and
Yeah.
he did that over so loud that people like turn around. type thing.
Well, no, people weren't there. We were outside, but still,
okay.
if people were there, like he would have he doesn't really care.
That's
kind
something
of.
that you took into consideration if there were other people there.
What? The outburst?
Yeah, because
Reaction?
you reacted and you saw that it was kind of a bad
No,
thing.
no, not with him. No, I didn't care if anyone hurt us. I mean, like he's gonna do it regardless. If I do it, I mean, I don't care what people think. First of all, that's one thing. And another thing is when he did it, I'm all like, it's just like, just calm your qualms, bro. Just like, I get a wallet, I got it. I'll just go get the money. Like, it's just like it's really unnecessary. If other people hurt him, like it's just like it's on him. Like if he doesn't care, then he doesn't care. I don't care personally. If I happen to, I'm loud around people. I really don't care, but I don't take other people into consideration. But I'm considerate in the sense where I'm not toxic, kind of deal. That's the only time I'm ever considerate with people around me. But if I'm being funny, or if I'm just being me, I'll be loud. I don't care. Like as long as it's not a funeral, kind of deal.
Of course, that's the.
Right. You know.
I think there are other multiple occasions, but a funeral is definitely one.
That's the only one for me.
I don't even want to list examples. So
Okay.
Actually I do. So when the Pledge of Allegiance, when they say
Exactly.
for 30 seconds,
first grade,
you yell for 30 seconds straight.
I didn't yell. I didn't.
Oh,
Stand
you
up.
were doing the
I
dolphin.
didn't stand up.
I didn't yell. I screamed.
I pledge of. No, I literally no. First grade, I didn't stand when they did the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh.
I didn't stand, and I was just curious. Like I said, we used to do it all the time, right? Whatever, for a little bit, and then like halfway throughout the year, I'm like, why doesn't everyone stand and do it? Like I never got the gist of it, right? So one day I just sat there, and then immediately, like after a couple seconds, the teacher noticed that I wasn't standing. And then she confronted me in the end. She's like, "Why weren't you standing?" And she got mad at me. And I'm all like, "Oh, I love stepping
I just
on people's
imagine
toes."
little Lagos.
I love stepping on people's toes. In the past, I used to do it all the time.
Oh no.
But I've never gotten beaten up, which is crazy because I feel like I should have been the one kid to get beaten up. But I was always smart with my words. I always felt in control every time.
Brian was the
bullied me,
exact same way growing up. He would be able to talk his way out of any situation.
You feel like you're the same way or no?
I don't remember.
No,
Was he like that or no?
He was able to talk his way out of any conversation and any situation.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
I
and
still
it's
do that. Actually.
yeah, same. Yeah, and it's
I have a bit difficulties of doing that.
because you like to be in a situation.
It's to me it's
Vibing.
being able to de-escalate, and if I know the other individual is wrong, I'm not going to try to make them feel extremely worse. However, I'm going to bring to the attention that what you did is not justified. What you did isn't right, because
So-
I may not know what's considered right, but I'm pretty sure I have a fair premise as to what
What
it
is
could
appropriate.
be, what is appropriate, and what is. Oh, I appreciate that.
No problem.
What I consider would be justifiably morally or ethically right. Because again, we're not all perfect. We all have different perspectives. But I will go out of my way if there's a certain negative connotation with the character or
Right.
whomever may be causing.
Yeah, but
the
that's
issue.
the thing. When you go out of your way every time, like to say, well, not out of your way every time, but you have for the most part, as far as I remember.
because
Not a
I
bad thing. Not a
no,
bad thing.
because
I'm
I
just saying.
view it as if nobody else is gonna do it, somebody has to call it up at some situation, because I don't like standing idly by while there are certain situations.
No, I get that.
And
Trust
yeah, so I know where you're
Definitely
coming
get that.
from.
Yeah.
But
But you could say, instead of saying what's morally right or anything like that, it's still very.
no, hold up. What I believe
Right, that's
is
what I'm saying.
morally,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like you, like it's still objectively like you, a part of you. But all I'm saying is, like, instead paint it in a way where people will be like, what's when you say something like that, you know, like, and tell them, you know, I'm just trying to say like what's more appropriate kind of deal. Like it's just to give context. This is the basis of what I feel is more appropriate. And I would think that you with the consciousness in the brain would think the same way. But when they don't, they're being ignorant, hard-headed, or in a moment they don't care. So it's like.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with being able to give into your emotions.
pride.
Extremely.
Pride.
So
Huge.
7 Deadly Sins, right? 7 Deadly Sins.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the anime. I'm like, what you're big into the anime?
No.
Sasuke, Nelson.
Sasuke, anime. What's next?
Sorry, I'm not a weeb. Sorry guys, it's not me.
Are you sure about that?
FBI agents. FBI, I needed to run an investigation.
Oh my god. Reptilian. Wait, what, they're worried about weebs and not reptilians? There's something wrong with this country. You're absolutely right.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Anyways, 7 Deadly Sins.
You're going
Pride.
on different topics
Yeah,
as fast as you're talking.
I'm trying to, dude. I've hit the brakes so many times. You have no idea. So just know that I'm trying.
I wonder, how would you sound like if you were just the way that I talk? Go. Speak. Just kidding. No, I didn't mean like that. No, I didn't mean it. No.
What are you gonna use? Electric fucking color? I'm sorry. Electric color on me?
Edit. I meant it as a
no,
joke.
I got that. That's cool. But what is he saying? If I talk like you? What do you mean if I talk like you? Like
No,
fast?
like slow it down. You know how like I talk. Whoa.
Dude, if I talk too slow, I feel like the thought's gonna run past me. Like I'm just gonna forget what I'm gonna say next.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
So sometimes.
Okay, I see. I have a tendency of doing that too.
Yeah, and then when I'm trying to talk, I'm talking as fast as I'm thinking, and then out of nowhere, like my mind just gets ahead of itself and it's already hitting a new topic, and I'm just like, oh,
it's so
I'm
interesting.
so slow. I'm just like I'm already branching out. Like I'm talking, but I'm branching out in my head, and out of nowhere, like I just stop because I'm all like, okay, I'm branching out too much. I need.
Do you ever have a tendency of like just apps, like even if it's as simple or as minuscule as it is, do you sometimes forget things?
Yeah, all the time.
Do you sometimes forget things?
I figured it out.
No, but like this. What do you mean? Like, okay, give an example. What do you mean by forget things? Like,
Okay, so let's say that you're in the middle of doing a task, but while you're doing that task, you're thinking of every other single type of variable that could affect that task, but then you kind of forget the task because you get so caught up with different ideas and different perspectives.
yeah, oh yeah. So
that's a legitimate. I don't think it's an issue, but it's a legitimate thing with the brain where it. I don't want to like toot my own horn or give this impression, but it's pretty much connected to if you kind of forget an insignificant amount of things consistently, it's because your brain is going out of your way to consistently think about other things, which is kind of connected to a higher IQ or like a more intelligent. It's been connected. I can so I don't know, supply some research to these or however I can do more research on it. But that's just what I.
Yep, sounds like me. Yep, totally.
And so and I thought about it in that perspective, which is why I was a bit hesitant to say, because it's like, oh, I was saying you think just because you forget things, oh, you're so smart.
Oh, he's smarter than us, huh?
Oh,
he's
smarter.
Oh,
what's good?
this is his podcast, huh?
Oh,
this is
putting
podcast.
yourself on the top pedestal.
I know, right? Speaking of people on top of the pedestals, huh? You really want to talk about that? No, but
so hold
definitely.
on.
I wanted to give an example.
Just give it up.
Okay, I'm pretty good.
No, so like this idea of like forgetting things. Like I remember exactly what I did yesterday at 6:30 p.m. on October 7th at in this room.
It is not October 7th yesterday.
What?
It is not October 7th yesterday.
That was like
You
3
said-
days ago. Okay.
It was 3 days ago.
Well, I remember what happened 3 days ago at 10 p.m.
You're remembering
10:56
2 days earlier.
at 10:56 p.m.
Uh-huh.
because I never forget.
You never forget.
I never forget.
So they do talk about how intelligence is basically retaining, being able to retain information. The amount of information you retain is how intelligent you are. That's what they say. That's by definition. That's what intelligent is. I
Sorry,
looked it
that
up.
completely went over my head. I was thinking about something else.
Wow, oh, he's not intelligent. This is significant.
I'm
Speaking of which,
I'm sorry.
someone's calling her. I'm just gonna take a peek and fuck, irrelevant, but I drop it. It's the homie. So basically, basically, I was saying I looked at the definition of intelligent, and intelligent is basically the ability to retain information. That the more information you're able to retain, the more intelligent you are. Whether you're able to apply it or not is a totally different story. That's yeah. I saw that by definition, but I don't know if it's true or not. But I saw the definition. Of that.
I want to look up the definition.
Yeah, when you're looking it up,
just to play devil's advocate or to just completely destroy.
Yeah. Oh, this has nothing to do with me. I did not make that definition up. So by all means, go ahead.
I don't have.
So,
Siri.
but basically, there is times where I walk into my room, and basically I have a task that I want to do, but then I think about every little thing that I want to do as well. Every little thing that needs to get done, and kind of I survey the room completely. Did you look it up?
No, I looked up the definition of definition.
Oh, speaking of intelligent.
Look at him.
Speaking of intelligent, yeah. Look up the definition of Eduardo Millan real quick.
It says a savior. Actually, no, I've looked at it before. No, it's a Latin connotation of wardo, which I think is some sort of enforcer or something. Intelligent, having or showing intelligence. Okay, it's just giving me the. I can't.
Is it the ability to retain information? I'm pretty sure it was intelligence.
Oh, okay. Intelligent is an adjective of intelligence.
Damn, you.
What? Wait, hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
You just massaged the hell out of your eye, dude.
yeah.
His eye was itchy, but he was massaging it going in there.
He wanted to remove every form of moisture on the iris.
You're deep masseused. Yeah, deep muscle tissue.
He gave it like a
massage.
complete cleanse. That's clean for like the next 3 years.
No, it's actually pretty bad because I went to the eye doctor like not that long ago, about a week ago now, and they gave me some eye drops to go get. I haven't done that yet for like allergies and stuff. I haven't done that. I need to get on my stuff.
Dude, let's speak about procrastination. I got some good stuff about procrastination. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
Going back to the definition of intelligence, not the definition of definition.
Oh.
So the noun is the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills.
Acquire and apply.
2, the second definition. The collection of information of military or political value. Not relevant.
Oh okay. Well, they use intelligence to.
The gathering of information.
Because you could be. Okay, so I was thinking that to acquire and use as well.
It's being able to acquire knowledge and
apply
intelligence
it.
and being able to apply it.
Okay, so I
think
the other half.
so. For example, well, you already know, but I've thought about this. Can you stop stroking my leg hair? Thank you.
Your leg is like down here.
To be fair, you're stretching in his direction. Just saying. If you stretch in a different direction, I'm not even.
Also, we want to start
direction.
enforcing the 6 feet apart.
Yeah, with
6
your
feet,
legs.
buddy. Anyways,
this table's like quarter.
I've thought about like what is the definition of intelligence, and I think it's dictated off of when you have an individual go into the medical field, they're able to apply what they learn to become a doctor. But when you take that doctor and try to apply them into a position of a lawyer, he will look kind of like an idiot.
He will be an idiot.
But he's intelligent in the medical.
He's intelligent in the medical field, but he probably wouldn't do as well to convince an entire jury to not convict him.
Yeah.
Although there's always exceptions. A doctor might be able to because they worked hard. They're probably intelligent to that extent. Just like the way Ted Bundy was able to get himself out of being prosecuted because he was charismatic, intelligent, and good looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so going on with your story.
No.
The
Story. I had a story.
Procrastination.
That wasn't a story. I was
Okay,
just bringing it
on
up.
your concepts and perspectives of. Sorry, it took me a second. I had to catch up. I was thinking about doing it later. That's so funny.
Doing what later?
Say procrastination.
I get it. Anyway.
This is big brain time.
Oh, check him out with this big brain. That's right.
I know how to use sticks to make fire.
I don't, but I know how to light a lighter. I know how to make lava.
You know how to make lava?
No, I don't. No, imagine. But usually, technically, it's easy to make lava.
Yeah, just put.
There's YouTube tutorials.
Yeah, just put a rock in the microwave for 30 minutes. Throw a fork in there too.
Put a knife.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
And a rock in a microwave, and put that microwave inside another microwave, and that microwave inside another microwave, and that's how you make lava.
So you're just gonna have like a commercial microwave at that
It's
point?
like microwaveception.
You can make.
Just do it. Just make a furnace.
Make a furnace. Oh wow! This guy and his Minecraft abilities,
We
huh?
got fire
Oh,
maker.
we play big Minecraft. Yeah, is that how we do it? Huh?
But that's a real life thing.
What?
A furnace is real.
Furnace is real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Minecraft,
We're
yeah, I've
not,
seen it.
we're not saying.
It takes 5 boulders to build it.
We're not saying that furnaces aren't.
Yeah.
But just go. We were playing Minecraft.
This guy.
Look at you getting the Minecraft reference. How look at you?
I actually play it. Used to play it, but now I'm a grown man. I don't play kid games.
I play Roblox now.
So you play Fortnite. So you play Fortnite now.
No, I don't.
No, apparently he plays Red Dead Redemption 2.
What? Who told you?
I saw it on your
Yeah.
Instagram story. No, your
It was
Snapchat.
actually-
Instagram story.
Your Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
Snapchat story.
yeah.
And you're
I was
deciding to.
distracting people's space with the magic 8-ball.
Yeah.
You're the equivalent.
Magic 8-ball.
You're the equivalency of No Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men.
Yes.
Literally, if I was running this country as president, I would use a magic 8-ball to make all my decisions.
Oh my God, we'd go to.
No, we wouldn't. We probably have much better luck rolling the dice. It's like Las Vegas, but like our whole country's Las Vegas. The feet of the magic 8-ball.
Just like an example, imagine you just. Alright, should we nuke this country right now? 8-ball.
No, that's not it. Oh, North Korea wants
Maybe
to
later.
No, North Korea wants to negotiate world peace. All right, magic 8-ball, you do your thing.
Oh my gosh.
Not likely. I didn't think so. Hey, tell his ass. Sorry, we're not. It's a no-go. But you know what's hot in here? No, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah.
I told you it was gonna get hot eventually.
No, it's not hot.
I am sweating.
Are you sweating?
Can you tell? And I am not sweating.
Just look at his forehead. No, I'm just kidding.
My forehead is naturally greasy.
Is it greasy?
I was kidding.
Is it come here? No, I'm kidding. No.
Wipe.
Oh, it's greasy.
Wait a minute.
Mm.
This tastes like reptilian.
This tastes like mantequilla.
Oh my
Got
God.
some butter in here.
Tastes like Vaporu. Tastes like Cobra.
This is where Vaporu is made from. Mexicans' foreheads.
Mexicans. Oh, what?
Mexican
No
foreheads.
way. So they got children factory.
Oh my God, I'm
What?
not touching that.
They make
I am not
sweat
touching that.
And they gather the sweat and they cold roll
Oh,
with
there's.
it.
You ever watch Jimmy Neutron? Where they have to like sweat because it powers their spaceships or something.
No, I don't know that.
That's just what I thought about. Side note. Go ahead.
That's funny though.
No, it's not.
But
that
no,
funny.
but we're talking about the factories in Mexico where they keep children and they make them sweat and they collect the to make cold rub.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I don't know where you want me to go with that.
no.
Okay, so Magic 8 Ball with the White House and the president.
Right. Boom, boom, boom.
So,
world peace.
But you would never
not
get there
likely.
because you'd be procrastinating.
Huh? What if I get there because I procrastinate? What if this world just needs to sit back for a second and let the things just
Happen?
settle for a moment? Just
No.
settle for a moment. Yeah.
No.
No. Even the world stock takes a break every now and
The
then.
world stock crashes
Every now and then.
every 8 to 10 years, but we've been running on an unnatural 12 years.
What do you think that is? Magic 8-ball.
Magic 8 Ball. No.
You just never know.
Money
You can tell
machine
that for
go
sure.
bird today? Alright.
You said the money in the what?
The money machine go bird today?
It's a reference to a meme of Jerome Powell. He's the
Oh.
head. He's the leading officer in the Federal Reserve that is able to dictate what they're able to do with stimulating the United States economy.
Okay.
So there's like memes of him going bird where he rotates the little printer and it shoots money out because he's able to print money at hand
Beautiful.
to dictate on whether he's able to stimulate the economy
Uh-huh.
to increase or decrease inflation.
But they can do that with coins.
And why is that?
I don't know, because metals are precious.
What if they want coins? There's actually a coin shortage.
Wait, what do you think there's a coin shortage? So wait, do you know why there's a coin shortage or no?
Absolutely no clue.
Yeah, me
So
neither.
I know why.
Which I am ashamed of not knowing.
I know why.
Okay, next topic.
This is important. This is history being
kidding,
made.
I'm kidding, I'm
no,
kidding,
so
kidding.
the thing is, like, I said this before, right? When we were during the quarantine, I like to make up conspiracies, right? Just for fun, right? Bigfoot in the backyard, Bigfoot in my backyard, the largest monster
Bigfoot in
my
your backyard?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, hypothetical. Anyways, I don't know where I'm going with this, but all I'm saying is that I literally said this during the quarantine that what is the COVID-19 surfaces infectious?
we cannot. We can't talk too much conspiracy about COVID because people interpret it the wrong way, and YouTube has a tendency of just absolutely removing.
So I'm gonna talk about the currency then.
Okay, just stick to currency
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the currency.
because YouTube is very touchy with COVID.
So the one thing I was talking about is that the dirtiest thing in the world. What is it that everyone touches and passes around? Money.
I was about to say a completely different joke.
What was it?
I'm not gonna say
Can't
it.
say that? Okay.
Wow, like that, huh? So it's money. So I said that.
John.
And John.
And
We all
John.
know who that is. Oh, not all of us, but I mean, if you have a John in your life, just consider him dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, the money's the dirtiest thing. So that's the thing that gets passed around the most. It gets what spreads, because it gets spread around, whatever, right?
I
So
okay.
I've
know where
always
you're going
thought
with
this.
Yeah.
I've always thought this. The biggest conspiracy, but not away from the biggest conspiracy was that they're gonna make a one world currency eventually, because the Federal Reserve has its banks in almost every country. I don't know if you know how many countries, but it's everything besides 2 countries, or even now could probably have their hands. they could have probably dipped their toes in there already.
Kind
But
of like the European Union.
kind of, I
Using
don't.
euros and stuff like that.
Oh, so
Well, they're the biggest.
and that's the reason that why Brexit was such a controversial thing.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Keep going.
It's
Super uneducated about that.
Yeah, honestly, it's extremely complicated. Like I still don't really understand the whole concept behind it.
Right.
It's controversial, but also extremely complicated. So it's like it's hard to touch on.
Huh. So maybe another day, but
Yeah,
or maybe
definitely.
after this. No, but basically, all it is
Are you hungry?
huh? Am I hungry? No, I'm Alejandro.
Sorry, hungry. I'm bad. Are you hungry?
Kinda, yeah.
You hungry?
Yeah.
I'm a little famished.
He's a little famished, like third
little
world countries. That's what he's saying.
Wait, what?
That's what you're saying, right?
We should get something to eat after this, and then I'll post it, and it'll be gone.
Okay.
I don't know what we'll get. I think they have a deal on spoiled meat behind Walmart.
Oh, sick. All right.
I like fermented beans and rice because I wanted the probiotics.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
smart.
it's
Yeah.
like halfway between food and liquor. It's like
I'm just gonna
But continue about the shortage.
the shortage of coins and the effects of the economy.
right. So one thing is that the one thing they wanted was a one world currency. Like that's the one thing. Like that's the biggest conspiracy for me in the past. Like they want a one world government / one world currency. Oh, here we
wait.
go.
Here we go.
Uh oh.
The
Smells
owner-
a reptilian.
The owner of the electric collar.
The reptilian. The reptilian. Oh no.
He's gonna bite your ankles.
It's okay. Uh-oh.
I like your shoes, by the way.
Oh, thanks, man.
He's about to chew them up.
I'm gonna have to. So, anyways.
Just knock him out.
Yeah, where's
Oh,
your button at? No, so all of this is basically that obviously they want to turn the thing digital. They want to turn the money digital. They want to keep track of where the currency's going. I thought you were gonna walk him out, but you're holding him. What if he starts barking on the microphone? Oh, he looks chill. Aw,
Okay, go ahead.
big rat.
It's actually a cat.
Chill. I'm not even looking at you. I'm not looking at him.
Oh,
So,
that's
anyways, all I was saying, I caught the growling. Yeah,
Cool,
I would growl back, but this is his territory, so or she. So
We don't identify.
I'm sorry. Oh, is this what we're talking about? I can open up with this too. Don't worry.
No.
I got something.
No, I don't touch it. I'm just joking.
Oh, so they started taking the coins supposedly to sterilize them. They started taking the coins to sterilize them, right? And I guess since they couldn't sterilize it, they're destroying the coins.
Oh.
There's someone on TikTok who works at the bank who talked about it, who tried to order more coins, but they're like, nah, the Federal Bureau
Reserve.
whatever, yeah, whoever they were taking the coins, they said they couldn't sterilize them, so they're getting rid of them.
Oh.
Yeah, so no, what happens next? Like the things if they get rid of, they can't get rid of the cents. It's still a big thing. Then it's not like everything's gonna have a dollar amount, that is selling.
So that
So what they're gonna do is
which is
obviously
why-
move towards digital.
digital, yeah, that's like the next stepping stone. The idea of going digital is such a prominent idea, such an innovative and progressive idea because there is a lot of fraudulence with.
Exactly, they want to be able to track the money. But now, why did they have to go this far? I'm not saying that we had this.
Okay, so
Because-
here's my theory behind this whole idea. The reason that something like this could happen, potentially shifting our entire currency
Let us finish.
and economy, right, is because we're pushed so aggressively into the technological age with how
Yeah,
with our dependence on technology.
Sure.
So when you have, if you were to look at the stock market as of lately, we've had like a kind of a super V recovery with Microsoft, Apple, Google. Instead of going back to their previous highs before COVID, they've actually shot up because of how dependent we are on technological companies such as Zoom.
I just
Right.
feel like
I can
like
do that.
them stop like destroying coins, right? It's easier these days, just because we have like
Phones.
debit cards and stuff like that.
We have phones, credit cards, and debit cards.
Yeah.
You can make online payments with your phone.
So that means
Which is
it's gotta
why-
be- so if they can print money later, they won't be able to print money. So when they try to make money, when it's digital, well, how there's nothing tangible there. So it's gonna be like nothing. So what's gonna happen next?
Which makes it kind of interesting because at one point they proposed in the Senate, the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the government to push out a debit card for the next stimulus package because they wanted it to go digital rather than applying the check because it took
Interesting.
too long to get the money to the people. So they proposed an idea of just giving out a stimulus debit card,
And that's what they did.
and that's what they're going to do.
No, that's actually what they did.
That's what they did. Yes.
Yeah, like if you see people like they're like, oh yeah, we got a bank card from
Stimulus
I think
from the
it was
government.
like Bank of America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they got a.
But that's for unemployment.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
But they were but they were still getting the idea of it.
Yeah, yeah.
The dependency of technology within our country was heavily pushed by COVID,
But
which is why you have companies like Twitter who are saying, okay, guys, it's okay. Everybody work at home. You don't have to come into the office anymore. Just work at your computer, stay at home.
But talking about the stimulus check, actually that was directly deposited into people's bank accounts
Right.
instead of a check.
Which is how I got my.
But
mine.
meaning it's not a good thing because it means I have your information. What was it?
Okay, well, it's obviously not a good thing, but it's kind of the trade-off that you have when you born into a country. You have a social contract with the government. We give you some of our information and we give up some of our rights in order to receive protection, and in order to have our rights not infringed by others.
So you're willing to give up
A couple of my own freedoms and rights in order to receive protection and be a part of society. Yes.
Okay.
America.
Not me. Look at this. This is what happens when I give up my rights to anything.
Your rights to anything. My dog growls and bites your ankles.
Yeah.
Hey, stop playing footsies.
You thought it was a dog, huh?
Oh.
Trying to pass it off as a dog. Oh, I seriously thought it was a dog.
Oh, there's another dog.
Oh, there's another dog? Yo, he's gonna think I'm smacking you. That's how dogs work. That's how dogs work. You smacking me, the dogs are thinking I'm smacking you, and they're gonna start biting the hell out of me. I've had experience, so that's why.
Do you know how to speak the language of dogs? Sound like Richard Nixon. If you want to know the language he was speaking French.
What, dolphin?
Okay, it is currently.
Oh, looking straight at me, dude. You better get this. Okay, it's walking away. He literally sat there. He sat there and he just looked at me and just growled.
He's the equivalency of a Morat from.
I literally want to get down on the ground and just growl in his face, see what happens.
No, please don't do that.
It's just a part of me. This alpha part of me just really wants to do that.
Is it this alpha male thing?
This is not an alpha male.
You need to prove something.
It's just I'm just kind of the king of the jungle, and I kind of just want to do
So
it.
the alpha male. So is that what you want to consider yourself?
No, this is considering itself as alpha. It's trying to step up to me, so kind of just want to get down to its level. I'm sorry. All of a sudden, it's not it. Huh? Yeah.
I was hoping that you'd catch on to that.
Yeah, I got that.
Let's play chess, not checkers.
Oh, I got that.
That's honestly, I just came up with that. It's cool. Trademark. It's mine now. You can't use it. If I hear you use it, I will sue you. Copyright. Oh, you're thinking about it. Copyrighted.
Oh man, here we go. This Neuralink thing sucks. He's reading my mind.
Oh.
Is that,
oh wait, hold on. I'm actually gonna check my Neuralink real quick.
Wait. That would be actually a pretty cool
let me check my emails real quick.
But that would be pretty cool though. Like, let's say you're talking in your head, but you can also let's say you can transmit that to another person.
Telepathically?
Yeah, exactly.
It wouldn't be telepathically. It would be like a cell phone in your head.
Which would be honestly something that is approachable, because at one point we were talking person to person, and then we're able to talk writing down messages, and then we're able to send via communications by Morse code, and then actual voices, and then we're able to send information by just using our thumbs, and then the next step is being able to send information
with your toes. Sorry, I thought you
with
were
your brain.
Yeah, with
your brain. Right. Okay.
Hey,
How about-
shoulders, knees, and toes.
No,
Shoulders is next. Mm-hmm.
No. Glasses. Google Glasses.
That was a bust.
That
It looked weird. It
there.
made you look like a nerd. It wasn't attractive.
Okay, it made you look like a nerd? Who cares
It's
if it makes you
cool.
look like a
Okay,
nerd?
it's cool.
Playing games was looked down upon, and also watching anime was looked down upon, but now everyone does it.
Because there are people.
And now
were pushed.
TikTok was just for kids. And now look at this. Adults.
Sir,
wasn't
sir,
TikTok?
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't do anything for you.
Thank you.
You have to thank me
Wasn't
for
Sorry,
everything.
TikTok musically though? Like
Huh?
earlier?
We didn't talk about music. We talked about TikTok.
No, exactly. Wasn't musically
Before TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It is TikTok technically.
Yeah. We just changed the name.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
When it went from musically to TikTok, I'm like that's a cheesy name.
I actually made a TikTok once. I don't like using it, but back in the day before I knew any information, I posted up a video of me in some blue disgusting sweatpants with a muscle shirt. I was fairly overweight and I was doing the worm.
I got.
Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I gotta look this up.
I don't know if it's still up. I don't use TikTok.
Did you delete your account?
I never made one.
You said you made a TikTok or musically.
And that would be the end of the podcast.
Oh, how long is this podcast gonna be, by the way?
No idea.
Huh? How long is the podcast right now?
No.
An hour.
Is it an hour?
What?
It's an hour barely.
No, it's about to hit 2 hours.
Yeah, I figured. I guess I'm staying up late tomorrow. Oh, it's Sunday. Oh, that's fine.
Isn't
Okay.
your Friday tomorrow?
Nope. Yes, it is.
All right, awesome.
Okay, I think we're gonna start wrapping up this podcast.
Oh,
It's always an honor to have my close friend Lagos Molina. If you wanna follow his YouTube channel or Instagram or TikTok, I don't know what he has.
Podcast.
I'll set it up in the bio link below.
yeah, my podcast is Joe Rogan.
Copyrighted.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Wow. You know, I'm actually his producer. I'm gonna stop talking. I sound stupid.
Oh, you're the people that was protesting Joe Rogan on the Spotify contract.
Oh, I'm his. You had a Spotify contract?
For another podcast. All right, thank you so much. Thank you for attending. I appreciate the support. Please like and subscribe
You're
if you haven't already. Brian, it's always a pleasure to have you. I appreciate everything that you do. And I guess that'll be it. All right. I don't want to touch your hands. Cool. Still exists. We're still going through a pandemic.
Wow, we're talking about that when you're talking about